All right, let's get it. It's freaking 7:15. Hey, D. You hear the podcast a little bit? Hey, D. You gonna grab your mic? Hey, this man just laid out on the couch. You're like, don't this couch pull out? Don't this couch pull out? What the fuck is going on here, man? What's good, y'all? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Time to introduce you to the squad here. What's good, y'all?
What up?
How y'all feeling, man?
Was really good.
We just jumping straight into it. I don't know why. It's been recording for like 10 minutes. I'm going to have to cut out mad stuff. Don't worry about it. Shout out to everybody tuning in and rocking with us, man. We got a lot to get to today. We got to talk about Trey Lance essentially being named the starter week 1 for the San Francisco 49ers as they give Jimmy Garoppolo the okay to look for another trade. Do you feel more confident in the Bears getting a dub week 1? And does that mean that we could be talking about a team that's starting off the season 1-1, possibly 2-0? Packers week 2, we'll see. We'll talk about all that and more on today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Let's go. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another episode. If you are new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe to. If you're not new to the channel, hit that like button. Y'all be on games with the likes, but hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. We got Mr. Two Letters in the building. If you knew better, you would do better. Say who better? Nobody, bro. And we got Stefan Don in the every time the camera goes to him.
I don't know.
Every time the camera goes to him, he licks his lips.
Hey,
why?
Hey, it's LL Cool Ringo, man.
Your fault.
It's the SDD.
Yo,
It's the chain. It's the chain.
LL
It's
Cool
the chain. Look.
I was doing this before I got the chain.
Hey.
But until you pointed it out, I really did not pay attention to it.
This man is just anytime that camera go to him,
Smooth.
What's up? How you doing? They call me ST.
Hold up. He did it too well. He did it too well. He's practiced that.
Yo.
He's practiced that. He did it too well.
Yo.
Watch this.
What's
good with you boys, man? We back in the building for another pod. I gotta stop calling it daily because we don't do it daily as much no more. So now it's just sports talk. But we still giving y'all mad content. Stop hating on it. But hey, we back in the building for another pod, man. How you boys feeling, man?
I'm good.
Decent, bro.
Hey.
It's hot. It's thick outside, bro.
It's thicker than cold peanut butter outside.
Facts.
Oh man. What do we got to get into? Bro, did y'all so let's just jump into it. Shout out to everybody for tuning in and rocking with us, man. If you ain't hit the like button yet, after Steph then licked the lips and did the ST EP. The fact that he can get all the letters off is the funny part.
he did that so sick.
Oh man, but boys, first news that kind of caught my attention from today, or yesterday, I guess. Pre-recorded, don't worry about it. Trey Lance all but set to start the season for the against the Chicago Bears here for the San Francisco 49ers after Jimmy Garoppolo has been okayed to look for a trade elsewhere. So maybe we're finally going to see Jimmy Garoppolo get moved after all of this time, right? It got weird for a minute. It was like, hey, y'all trading him or what's going on with that? But as a Bears channel, as a Bears fan, starting things off, man, do you feel a lot more confident heading into week 1 versus the San Francisco 49ers? And do you feel like this Bears team could get off to a good start against the 49ers in week 1?
Hey, we got the perfect quarterback to practice trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trey Lance is a running quarterback. if we want to, put him in that box. So our Bears defense facing Justin Fields every day should prepare them well for that. Man, who knows? It's a bit of an unknown, but we no stranger to that. Like it's not a whole lot of data on him yet, except for his college career. So, we'll see if the lights get big. Like I said, the Bears being just like an illustrious entity might, be surprising to like a new QB. Like, okay, cool. These dudes might look like big goons on the other side. You never know what's going on.
Yeah.
But again, all these are professional football players, so you would expect him to come prepared. So we just want to stay on our toes. It's going to be a lot on our linebackers to kind of spy and keep my man in the pocket. So that's going to be on my man Roquan. But of course, hey, he up for the challenge.
It's going to be interesting that week 1 you're going to get such. I mean, listen, there's no tape on Trey. But the tape that you saw on Trey, are we talking about two teams that are kind of in the same situation player-wise here? Not, of course, quarterback-wise and stuff, or not, of course, head coaching-wise and stuff like that. But, I mean, you've really got two quarterbacks that you never really got to see them play the quarterback position crazy well last season. Like, that's a whole different situation, especially for defenses coming in, right? And for me, I'm looking at this mug and I'm like, bro, we've been embarrassed by rookie quarterbacks that we've never seen before. Like, this is going to be an interesting setup immediately for Coach Flus in this situation.
Who comes to mind?
Who was Baker cooked us rookie year, I think. If I'm not mistaken, Dak, I think, cooked us rookie year. Baker might not have.
Nah, Dak.
I think they was still bad that year.
Dak was cooking.
But I think Dak cooked us rookie year. We've had multiple rookies literally just step in that week, and it's the first time they played, and they weren't even great quarterbacks, and it was just the first time they played, and they like end up moving the ball up and down the field on the Bears. I think Joe Burrow was torching us. Not Joe, a different level of quarterback, but I think Joe Burrow was really working us out that first week.
The Ravens quarterback.
Lamar was killing us.
Nah, the backup.
We had Huntley. We were going against Huntley. He almost beat us.
I remember that.
Last season.
Huntley was driving.
He was killing us. Yeah. That's absolutely a fact. I didn't even think about him, bro. I was just thinking about like the random weeks of like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, of course, right, we're not even into training camp. We're almost in August, so I'm really excited about football. But heard a loud bang upstairs. Nobody said nothing. I'm assuming it's okay. Okay, I hear her talking. But you got to check on it sometimes. That's perks of having a studio in the crib. But no, it always makes me a little bit nervous when you've got the quarterback that nobody has any tape on, because that's the time when they can kill you the most, right? Like even with Mitch, right? Mitch was killing mugs year 1, and then they got some tape on him, and it was like, all right, spy him and make him play quarterback, and he was a whole different player. So I think
they have the tape.
I think that's gonna make a big difference for the Chicago Bears. But I do think there's a ton of time to kind of get a feel for it and evaluation of it, and the fact that you're implementing a whole new defense. So. I feel
4-3 now.
We're going back to a 4-3. I feel more confident that the Bears can win week 1 now. I'm not saying they will, but I almost had that chalked up to a guaranteed loss if Jimmy G played. Because the continuity was there, the feeling was there, the vibe, everything that had been a championship level roster was already put together. A playoff winning roster was already there. Now you've got Trey Lance in it. And here's the thing. Kyle Shanahan's still a tactician, but for some reason, I'm not as worried about it with Trey Lance back there, because I don't know if Trey Lance is it yet, and I don't know if Kyle Shanahan knows that Trey Lance is it yet. Kyle Shanahan was very reluctant to go straight to Trey Lance.
Yeah, so I mean, because even in last season, we've only seen him in kind of goal line situations where it was kind of like he was out. I think we only really seen him in one full game when Jimmy G was out. Now they won that game, but I mean, if you look at it, I think you're absolutely right. I think the thing that people kind of don't take into account is that you got to look at it. I think this first week, especially with Trey starting, is gonna. I'm not gonna say this is gonna tell you how the season's gonna go, but I mean, you look at it as, I'm thinking of it as a great test, because you look at it like for the O-line, I mean, we've been saying this, the 49ers have a great D-line.
Yep.
You have the probably the best, if not one of the best linebackers, strafing through the middle, and Fred Warner. So I mean that's gonna be a test for Justin. And then on the flip side of that, like the Bears said, I mean they pretty much gonna run the ball. I mean they went out and got Blasingame, they got a fullback.
I don't know.
The ball on them.
I don't know. That's the question, right? That's the biggest question. I don't know if they're gonna be able to run the ball on them boys, because like you might be talking about week 1, Trey and Justin trying to air that mug out.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm saying like it might be. Hey, we're going run heavy, and that might be their game plan. But then David Montgomery ain't getting through. You got to throw the ball at some point,
right?
And then it comes down to who's the better tactician. And I think the difference there is, right, Kyle Shanahan's already been doing it. Luke Getsy's a brand new offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. He has no idea.
that was the thing they kept saying, that Matt LaFleur was like, Getsy was under him, but Matt LaFleur was the one that was calling plays. This is my thing with it though, right? We finally get to see Kyle with a mobile quarterback, because we've only seen him with Matt Ryan and Jimmy G. So we've never actually seen him with a mobile guy. Does that kind of open up the playbook for them? That what does that really do?
I mean, is that more? It's Jimmy G's mobile. He's not Justin Fields mobile. But I don't think we could say like Jimmy G's stuck in the pocket.
I mean,
are they gonna want him to?
That's not. I guess. Are
they gonna want him? Are they gonna want him to be more like?
But Trey's gonna run.
But even then, this is the first time.
Are they gonna allow him to run though?
I think they will.
I think allow him to run.
Trey. That's probably gonna be. I feel like they're more confident in Trey Lance as an athlete right now than they are in Trey Lance as a quarterback right now. And sometimes that's the way it goes, right? I mean, that's how the Ravens started. They were more confident in Lamar Jackson as an athlete than as a quarterback. And then the next season, he got a little better at passing the ball, and you saw 50 touchdowns and 5,000 total yards of offense or something like that. Like MVP season Lamar all of a sudden, right? So I'm not saying, and here's the thing, I'm not saying Trey Lance isn't going to come out here and carve the Bears up. I'm not confident in this defense yet. I don't even know who's on the defensive line yet. And that's a big part of this, right? Like, I love Travis Gibson on one side, but when you look on the other side, right, there's a big void there for the Chicago Bears right now. If Robert Quinn's on the Bears, I feel good about it. I feel like, okay, we got Gibson on one side, we got Quinn on the other. Those are two guys that were able to get after the quarterback, and you've got Justin Jones coming up the middle. I feel a little more confident in that. That's something that we didn't have with the Bears last season, was a strong nose tackle, because Akeem Hicks spent so much time off, kind of on and off. I think he played in most of the games, but like some games he didn't finish, some games, so it was a consistent thing with the Bears up the middle, and they just didn't have anybody else that was creating that kind of pressure. Nichols a little bit, but for me, right, the biggest thing is, can you contain Trey Lance? And if he does get outside contained, do you got the guys that are going to make that work? I think the linebacker room is one of the stronger rooms right now for the Bears on that defensive side. Heavily strong because of Roquan. Mm-hmm. But even bringing in
Nick Morrow.
Nick Morrow?
Yeah, Nicholas.
I feel like that's a great pickup for the Bears. And not to say he's going to be this dominant linebacker, but I think he's a great number 2.
Yeah, and the thing about that, to kind of piggyback off that, the AFC is full of mobile QBs.
Yeah.
So I would say that it's a safer bet with him and Roquan there. like you said, I don't know if they win the game, but this will definitely be a good barometer for them week one to actually tell you where the Bears are, because you're facing one of the top defenses
Yeah.
in the league. But then not only that, on the flip side of that, I mean, you still got Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Elijah Mitchell, George Kittle's probably gonna have a field day. Cause you know
that's gonna be so much underneath stuff, bro.
That's gonna be his check down guy right there, and you still got Ushak, which is,
and I think that's the thing, right? Like you're probably gonna see an old school style football game.
I'm with it.
Trying to play a lot of defense, trying to play a lot of, I don't know, and I don't know if you glean a lot from the game either. I don't know if I don't feel like we're gonna see week one and I'm just gonna feel great about the Bears heading into week 2 versus the Packers. Listen, I haven't felt great about a Bears-Packers week since Khalil Mack's first year.
I got you. I mean, what if we go? I think it'll be great to, even if we go in there and we catch San Francisco kind of slipping. Like, okay, cool. Like they defense really ain't got settled. And what if we run all over them? Like that's what I'm.
San Francisco's pretty set.
I'm not saying smack.
That defense been together for a minute.
But I'm not saying smack, but I'm saying like, okay, cool. What if we catch them in a lull and we get up some early points that's not field goals. I'm talking about tutties. If we get an early TD,
let them tutties tutty.
Right. If we get an early tutty and then just like let,
can I say that?
Like let used to and let, you know what I'm saying, and then it get really old school and like, okay, cool, we gonna get a long drive in. Like the Bears have been good for that for the last couple of years. Low is key. Like the time of possession has always we've led a lot of these games. Now scoring in the red zone is
that's been the biggest issue.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can keep that up and score in the red zone, then it's gonna be a long afternoon.
Yeah,
for the 49ers.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I think the biggest key with that game in particular is just, can you get up on them early, because this is Trey's really, I wanna say his first true start, where it's like it's the same thing.
Nah, didn't he get one last year?
Nah, yeah, but I mean, I'm saying like, what I mean by that is like, nobody's like coming in and like.
But even then, didn't he? Well, I guess if he had played bad, they could have went because it was a Gabbert last year.
Gabbert last year. I think that game they played, he threw.
He played bad, didn't he?
No, they won that game. I think he threw like 263 with 2 tutties.
Did he really?
Yeah, that was the game.
I thought he had, or maybe the game he came in the middle of, he played bad. I thought he had a game last year where
I think
where Kyle Shanahan was like,
he got worked.
Yeah, I thought there was. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought there was last year where because I remember Kyle Shanahan being like, he is not ready. Like, I don't even want to put him out here. I don't even want him to be in this situation. I don't think Kyle Shanahan wanted him to be the backup last year.
Because I don't think he was ready. I think, this is the thing though, I think Trey was Kyle's pick. But
I agree with that.
I think he knows that I don't think he thinks Trey's officially ready yet.
Yeah, I think he wanted Trey to sit one more year.
Okay.
I feel like he wanted Trey to sit one more year, but the situation with Jimmy G was kind of getting to we're moving away from you, and he knows we're moving away from him. So maybe we're not.
You know what he gonna do? You know where he gonna go?
That's what I was going to ask. Where do you think Jimmy G ends up, right? Because I'm not now, the conversation on the Bears is moot at this point because we got a month and a half until that conversation actually hits.
He's going to go to Cleveland.
Really?
Yo, I was just.
What's the trade though?
Bro, where he is.
This is a trade though.
I was Cleveland.
That's a trade though. What's the trade?
Fill in for one. I don't know exactly the trade.
You know what I'm saying? Jimmy G make bread.
Fill in for 1
Jimmy
year.
G ain't no cheap QB that you can just swap out.
Was Baker.
Yeah, but Baker's not going back. You're not sending Baker back. Baker's not there.
That's what I'm saying.
No, Baker's not in Cleveland no more.
Right. So they need a backup. Or they need somebody to play.
No, Jimmy G's not going to be backing up next year. Jimmy G would, if he's going to Cleveland, he would be there to start.
So I mean, but it's no guarantee that he's starting. That Watson is starting.
That's what I'm saying. Jimmy G would go there to start for a year.
That's what I'm saying.
And then end up getting, traded or something else out of it. How many years he got left on that deal?
I think a year.
I think is this his last year of the deal? Let me look that up. But I mean, to me, right, like Jimmy G is
either there or Atlanta.
Atlanta's not a bad name, but again, what do you got to trade? What do you have to trade? Right, like Jimmy G's a trade. This is the week where you need Kid on just for him to drop should the Bears trade for Jimmy G? Yeah, I mean, like, that's coming. So Jimmy G's contract
is
right now, he's under a 5-year, $137 million deal. He's making $27 million a year. He is only in year. Oh no, this is the last year of it. Year 20. He's making $24 million this year. So he's in. Well, that's not bad for a quarterback.
Who replaced?
Okay.
Who was up in the Seattle?
So it's a 1 year. It's a 1 year, and then you got to re-sign him deal. So who would be interested in doing that?
Real quick before I forget. So Trey Lance, it was week 17. He played the Texans. They won 23-7.
Right.
16 of 23, 249, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
As a rookie, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
As a rookie versus the Texans, that's a good win. That's a good win. You know what I'm saying?
So that was really his one true.
Where do you think?
And then again, the game he lost.
So 24 mil. Not as bad of a contract as I thought. I thought he was in the 30s, actually. Could Houston be in on him?
Who's down there for Houston?
I think that
you got no offensive line, but you also have no quarterback.
With Davis Mills,
you think they rocking with Davis Mills?
I think they're rocking with.
Could y'all be in on him? Giants.
No.
I'm just thinking about teams with no quarterback hope.
Hey.
No.
Somebody posted yesterday on TikTok, and this is the slogan. Apparently this season, the slogan is #yield for young.
Yield for young?
Yield for young.
I don't know what for Trey Young?
No, Trey Young.
Oh, Bryce Young.
No, Bryce Young. Bryce Young.
I don't know why I said Trey Young either. That's a basketball.
Yeah. bro, him behind the line.
I mean, listen, Bryce is interesting. How tall is Bryce?
Bryce is like
Bryce tall?
Just over 6.
That's what I thought. Bryce ain't that big. Still tall enough, but he ain't that big.
Yeah.
The yield for young. I hate that. Mine was the best. Tank 4 quarters for Michael Porter. We did it and then didn't draft him. Sucks. I'm trying to think of bad teams, right? Like, I mean, here's a question, and I think it's too late now, right? But I was going to say the place that it actually makes the most sense if you've got the right coaching in place is Miami.
Y'all really don't like that kid.
Wait.
I just don't think he's good.
Like that.
I just don't think he's good, but you've got a left tackle that's in place. You've got an offensive line that's going to be nice. You've got absolutely weapons at the wide receiver position in Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. You've got a ready-made defense.
Mike Gesicki.
They
added Raheem Mostert.
That's a ready-made team that's a quarterback away.
Yeah. Or a year away, but depending on what Matt Ryan want to do, because he is getting up there.
That's not a bad one. But see, I'm talking about just for this year. I feel like Matt Ryan's going to play another 6 years.
In Indy?
Oh, yeah. I feel like he about to have a whole second or third half of his career.
I said Seattle, too. Drew Lock is
Seattle's not a bad one.
Nah,
Seattle's not a bad one.
Drew Lock is
now, no offensive line. No offensive line. Whatever quarterback's going there is going to die.
Yeah, they're going to die, literally.
Yeah, I mean, might be losing DK as well. Who else don't got a quarterback? I mean, listen, it's a Chicago Bears podcast. Like,
I think the Colts will be a fit, though.
If you feel like you have question marks on Jimmy Garoppolo, because I don't think Jimmy's going to just sign a deal when he gets to a team. If you feel like you have question marks on Justin Fields after this season, could you see the Bears trying to get Jimmy Garoppolo?
I would make them think about it because, I mean, like like I said, the only thing that because I want him to succeed. The only thing I don't want to happen is you go into year 3
with questions.
You go into year 3 with questions, because now there's everything's up in the air. I mean, you got the Arlington move.
Yeah.
You really don't know if you got your quarterback. Like maybe the offensive line is intact. I mean, if the offensive line is intact, and like all reports is like, Lucas Patrick is getting that together, and everybody's moving positions.
Yeah.
And Justin is just messing up. Then I would consider it, because then at that point, hey, I get a couple of pieces on defense with the money I got.
You got a ton of money. You got the money to sign a guy like Jimmy G. You've got to have a line in place. You've got a run game.
But it just depends on what Justin looks like.
Hey, who is taking over for Ben in Pittsburgh?
They just drafted the rookie that went to Pitt.
Kenny Pickett.
There you go, Kenny Pickett. Ringo's my college guy.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't know this, Ringo's my college guy, bro. Hey, you know what Ringo is? You know what Ringo is for me with college football? Ringo is what's his name? Was it Seth in Moneyball?
Oh, yeah.
Who was the
Seth Rogen. I know you're talking about Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen in Moneyball. Seth Rogen in Moneyball. What he said?
He's like, so if he does this with this and this,
He's mad cheap. $4 million. Guys, what does he do? Gets on base.
Which, hey, here's the wild part about Moneyball. Great movie, hasn't worked.
Oh.
Great movie.
Trying to predict the most unpredictable sport
almost.
is crazy.
Tampa Bay Rays almost.
Well, that's not Moneyball. Moneyball is specifically Billy Bean.
And Billy Bean in the Oakland A's.
Like they was.
Tampa, it worked in. They won a ring. And then they lost like 2 of them trying to do it. Yeah. Like, at a certain point, maybe leave the best pitcher in baseball on the mound after the third inning.
That would have happened.
Yo,
I'll never forget that. Who was it? Was it Sonny Gray?
No.
Who was on that? Who was
4+ innings?
Who was the pitcher on that
regular
team
season is crazy.
that they pulled? It wasn't Sonny.
No, because I
don't think Sonny Gray played there.
Buddy came out and was like, during the lockout, yeah, we not.
He hit him with the look
I'm not taking less money.
He hit him with the look like, are you serious?
Bro, bring back at least 5+ innings.
Was it Blake
for
Snell?
your starting pitcher, bro?
Yep, that's what
Blake Snell. Okay,
bring
Blake
that
Snell.
back. Middle relief is for the 6th through the 8th inning.
Hey, the White Sox doing it.
Stop
The
it.
White Sox doing it, brother.
Bringing in a middle reliever when your pitcher is doing all right in the 4th inning.
I will say this. Since I've paid more attention to analytics, when you see somebody stay in for the 3rd time around through the lineup, unless they just dealing, I be seeing us get rocked. Like all of a sudden, it's just like, but that curveball still breaking.
That's when okay. So you know when
we switch topics.
My bad. I'm real quick. Like okay, so if you see a pitcher and okay, cool, you have to have a breaking pitch. You either have a split or a cutter.
Yeah.
For your fastball, straight gas, or you have a variant, like some type of slider or a complete like curve or breaking ball, right? When you get to the tail end of your so you got your 3 money pitches, and then the rest is like depends on the day.
Yeah.
That depends on the day category.
Yeah.
It's for the 3rd time around. Like, okay, if you never throw the curve, I need a 67 mile an hour curve going inside on lefty. Like, he
he trying to throw batting practice.
67. No, but it depends. Like, it really
this
depends.
man out here throwing an Ephus pitch.
Like we'll get to it, but like the All-Star game, Buddy was throwing.
Hey, he was
throwing like 96, and the breaking pitch was at like 7.
Yeah,
like, it was
a hard
81.
difference.
like a 80, like bro, seeing 81 and then seeing 96 is crazy. I'm not hitting.
I don't know why you got Kyle Hendricks.
The only person, it's some credence to what he's saying, because the only person that got that mug, because we be playing the show, the only mug that got that pitch in the game is Kershaw.
Who? What pitch?
The curve.
The pitch he talking about, and that mug clock in at like at least 70.
Oh yeah, it's not hard to change.
It's a slow change.
It's a hard change. Well, that's what it's all about.
And the slower you throw the curve, the more
it breaks.
Yeah, the more it breaks. So
I don't know if that's facts or not.
You don't want to sweep and curve. That's your elbow, Mr. Postman.
Yeah, that's your elbow.
But if you want some whip,
let's try and get back on track.
Yeah,
God dang, I haven't talked with you, bro. No, I'm just playing. No, but is there a team that Jimmy G fits with this season? There might not be a team, because here's the thing. Is there a team that has the assets to trade for Jimmy G and is in a position for Jimmy G to be good? That's why we got on that. Okay. Pittsburgh's running with the young gun, and they got Mitch, and they just paid Mitch some decent money. And if you're going to have question marks at a quarterback, you got one already.
I almost hope Mitch get it.
I do too. I don't hope ill on Mitch.
I don't
hope ill on Mitch. I think here's the thing. If Mitch is able to become a game manager, successful career, brother. Shout out to you.
Tomlin makes him very good.
This the thing though. I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all. I don't trust either of the quarterbacks that they got in Pittsburgh.
Here's the thing though. But if you don't trust Kenny Pickett, that makes more sense because he's a rookie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't trust him yet. Oh, okay. Well, he's a rookie, so he's got to learn. He's going to have a rookie curve. He's going to have all these things that are going to be a detriment to him to start his career off. It makes perfect sense.
That's why I say, like, the almost sure thing, like, that they're probably having a phone call right now as we speak is Cleveland and Atlanta. But
what's Atlanta sending?
Because at least you want, even if you take a flyer out on him, you at least want some comp for Mariota. Because he might
I don't want comp for Mariota. That's still the most wild statement I've ever said. Screwed the pooch. Just wild. Just smashing dogs out here. I don't know. No. Rico trying to figure it out.
He like, yo, bro, why do
he threw me off on that, bro.
Phrase. My bad. It'll
don't worry about it. But there's so many people in the chat just like, no, I say that. And then there's an entirely different group of people in the chat just like,
yo,
did he just say screw the pooch?
Because after a whole like, I call draws when I call a game. You know it's mugs that say screw the pooch.
I've never met a black person that said screw the pooch. He was the first one. And after I heard him say it, then all these white dudes around me started saying screw the pooch. I was like, wait, what is this? What is this statement?
I've heard that a lot.
What happened when Coach T was like, I call draws.
No, he said DeMar called draws.
Yeah, he said DeMar called draws after the game. I get on TikTok and they be having that little 2K uploads. Yes, you do this, you do this, and this, tween, put the shot up, that's draws. I'm like, dog.
Threw me off. Yeah, that one threw me off for sure. Draws threw me off. Pittsburgh. I don't see them do Atlanta. I see, but I don't know what Atlanta's sending back.
That's for them to figure out.
Like, you got to think about it, right? Like, you're not trading Jimmy G as a quarterback that can't do it. You're trading Jimmy G as this dude wins.
Yeah. It's proven.
Bro, he got a 6.
This dude gets the job done.
I'm trying to see who else. Who was because there's a couple quarterbacks in question.
There's a lot of teams.
Isn't Kyler Murray in question too, or no?
Nah.
I thought they were questioning Tua and Kyler Murray. Like,
there's questions on Kyler Murray, but Kyler Murray, like,
he's the guy.
Plays well and wins.
Yeah.
He's just in the toughest division in football.
Yeah.
I actually kind of feel bad for Jimmy G because I feel like if he didn't get hurt, I feel like Washington when they came call. And I think that would have been perfect for him.
Who's over there?
Carson.
They got Carson. And
a lot of money on that.
And this is the thing. Jimmy wouldn't mess that up. Carson.
Here's the funny thing. Is Carolina pissed right now?
Oh, because they got Baker?
They got Baker now. Like, if I'm Carolina, I'm pissed. It's like, of course now you put him on the market. Also, they jumped the gun.
Could they flip him? Could they still flip Baker?
I don't think you're flipping Baker at that point.
New Orleans, but
that's not a bad team. They got assets. They got no money though, but they got assets to send.
I mean, but they got my man Eat a Dub over there.
Yeah, they probably trust him less than Jimmy G.
I mean, he did pretty good. He did good.
I'll say this, right?
Yeah,
I feel bad. I feel bad for Jameis because like you see Jameis so much, and I feel like Jameis is like how we talked about Mitch. Like he's the first one in, he's the last one out. He's always working hard. He's always showing the intangibles.
He's cutting the speakers off in the lunchroom.
That was TV.
Cafeteria.
He's cutting the TVs off.
TVs off. That's what the TVs off.
But I feel like Jameis is doing all the things that you want to see your quarterback do, and then like it's still gonna be like not a great quarterback. Like you just know, like. Yeah, it's not, but like we see it, right? Like with Mitch, we didn't see it. We just heard it. It was like he's doing these things. He's a hard worker, and nobody ever refuted it. I'm not saying that he wasn't. I think Mitch absolutely was all those things, and maybe the talent just isn't there. And so he's trying to up the work to make up for the talent level. But, bro, I'm telling you, when you look at like Jameis and see him, it's just like, bro, I see him working so hard. I feel like he's trying to add so much to his game. I feel like he's trying to change his game in this way, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, I don't think it's going to do a dang bit of difference for the season, though, bro. I feel nothing.
Because he took his guys out, gave them the speed.
Bro, he was just giving another speech.
Bro, I'm just like,
he's giving a speech on Instagram every week.
They love a soundbite for me.
I will run through a wall for this man, but like, dog. Is it because even the first week,
you'll run through a wall for him, but just know the ball will be overthrown.
Yeah, like even the first week last year, Muggs was like, Jameis was dealing. I'm like, dog, he's throwing up ducks. These Muggs got,
that was him. That was him.
I was just gonna ask you, like, are y'all looking? Do y'all watch Hard Knocks?
I haven't watched a Hard Knocks in quite a while.
The Lions are this season.
Oh, definitely don't need that. Look, definitely don't need to see that. Then
do we get the inside track and see what they're gonna do?
What you gonna tell me? What you gonna tell me? Jared Goff is not him.
Is that the one for the preseason or the full season? Because I know because they did.
Oh, they had two separate ones.
Yeah, because they did the Colts for the full season one.
Oh, so the Colts is this year? I will watch the Colts.
The Colts was last year.
All I know is I think the preseason is Lions. Here's my problem with
preseason.
Here's my problem with Hard Knocks, right? Like originally when like nobody wanted to do it, I feel like it was mad authentic. I feel like it was, going hard, and like Muzz was just in there and they was bleeping every other word because like nobody cared that the cameras were there, and they were trying to cuss extra just to get the cameras out of there. But then like all of a sudden out of nowhere, Hard Knocks became like Jarvis Landry just like, hey, if you're not putting in on this team, then I don't want you here. I don't want you in this room. You gotta be here 110%. It was like,
well, everybody trying to win Oscars
my boy.
now.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to win an Oscar.
Everybody was like, oh my God.
My favorite dude, favorite dude on every, like I always find one every Hard Knocks, and I'm not a dude that watches Hard Knocks deep at all, but my favorite dude on every team is the old school, like he was raised by a white gentleman in the 1940s and all he did was play football in leather helmets growing up, head coach, like that's just out there. Like it was one on the Chiefs, he looked like a walrus. His stomach moved every time he said set hut.
Bro, but he been playing football since before.
And he probably didn't make the league. I don't even know who Buddy name is, but I remember the clip, but he probably didn't make the league. He just understood football like a mug. And like he's just sitting there and he's like, look at you guys doing calisthenics. You think they were doing calisthenics when Washington charged Valley Forge?
We drank a beer and got on out there.
Bro, legit. Legit. But if those are
darn it.
Those are my favorite.
And don't pass at all, go to church every Sunday.
Bro, love it. Ain't it the Texans this year? I thought it was the Texans this year.
Not for the full season.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
That's like my man in
But bro, it makes
what's
me.
the, what's the
it
Netflix
makes
series?
me laugh every time.
Where they go to the where they go to the JUCO football. What's the one?
is that Friday Night Tykes?
No. It's
Last Chance U.
Last Chance U.
It's just like that when they go to them southern schools in the middle of nowhere. Ain't nothing but like a crop dusting and football. Let's eat.
Yeah, and they playing in the crops.
Like, look, my mama raised me by herself, and all I know how to do is play football.
Ain't that
That's
the clip
all I do
with
is go
Buddy?
play football.
Ain't that the clip with Buddy where he's like, "You got to come together. You are freaking African Americans." And Mark, but I'm rocking with Mark because Mark's rocking with us. Like, I think that's from Last Chance U.
Hey,
Bro.
Oh my!
That's all we do is know how to play football. We just play football, you know. Hey, look, when you come over here,
The best part is
Mississippi,
the best.
we plays football.
Hey, the best part is he's not even imitating a white dude. Like, that's a 350-pound black defensive lineman.
We play.
That's the thing, though. Like, you talk about the players being extra, it be the coaches. Because I remember, like, when the Mugs had the brand, like, this was before they was doing the full season. I remember, it was the brand. It was the same season with the Jarvis Landry.
With the Hard Knocks.
Muggs was like, I'm gonna take the decals off the helmet. You guys gotta show me something to earn these decals. I'm like,
yo, we're doing decals in professional football.
You know what though?
Stop it.
You know what though?
I worked at Ohio State. If you
No,
want the sticker.
100%. 100%. But I don't feel like that's acting. Like, you can tell when the acting is right. When the dude and
he was so.
If you were telling me jersey, I could get it. You wear these white jerseys and you don't get no blood on my jersey. Don't nobody get no blood.
Yeah, I'm saying, I don't know. The decals don't really. I feel like
nobody get no blood on my jersey because you don't bleed on my jersey, do you, son? You don't get no blood on my jersey.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy now?
You are, sir.
Gary. You tell me who your daddy is, or you're not gonna get on that bus. You are, sir.
Hey, you can throw it 100 yards, but you can't make the pitch. Hey, ref, show my man how to make the pitch.
Yo, like,
the best is the best is the montage from that movie. My favorite part is the montage of, like, I think it's them cheating him, and it's supposed to be like this mad serious moment. I think it is. It's the game where they like cheat and they gonna make him lose.
When the refs,
so they gonna get fired. And like, it's just, what's his name, watching him.
Hey, Mr. Referee. Hey, Mr. Referee. Hey, Mr. Referee. Hey, Mr. Referee.
It's when he was like in his.
Look, can you keep the flag in your pocket?
That's all I need. It's when he was in his ear and he was just like, he's offside. He's offside. He's lining up.
And then you just see Hayden Panettiere like pigtails and all, like, being like bright red.
Crying, bro.
Like, yo, great movie.
Great movie.
I'm gonna watch. I gotta watch it.
I gotta know.
He said, I just gotta know.
I forgot about that part.
No, what? You know.
You know. Me. Hey, cool. Petey was progressive, man. He was ready for 2022.
Right in.
Shout out to y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man.
They was rocking every type of wide collar shirt and sweater.
Let's not. Them collars were wide, boy. They was flying with them collars. If you caught the right wind, you was catching a 305 out of there.
Flying black. It is 1973, and we got flying black people in somewhere down south.
That's funny, dog. That's funny.
Bro.
Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. I don't know if we ever figured out where Jimmy G is going to end up, but at least the conversation's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got Madden ratings, boys. We got Madden ratings out here.
For the I know they didn't have the defense.
I'll say this, bro. I'll say this.
Or quarterback.
Stop taking these Madden ratings seriously.
Who's on this panel? We need to know who comes up.
Stop taking these Madden ratings seriously, because, bro, these ratings have nothing to do. I had to switch camera real quick. He licked his lips.
Come on, hold on. Give it. Watch this.
Bro.
Watch this.
Bro. I hate I turned the camera
That's
away.
when you thought he wasn't ready.
I hit the wrong button. You got to catch him off guard with it, and he licks his lips every time, bro. It's mind-blowing to me.
Bro.
But no, like when you it's like we were looking at some of the ratings. The running back ratings came out.
Ooh, who's up there?
Zeke is still up there.
Wow,
he's like a 96.
Zeke is,
bro. It is a concerted effort to make Dallas a thing.
What was Zeke ranking?
Zeke is an 88. Zeke is still top 10.
That's crazy to me.
What's my man from Tennessee? He ain't up there.
He's
Hey,
that's the video.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure.
Gucci. Like,
shout out my Gucci.
Here's one. My whole issue with the list. Christian McCaffrey is 2.
Oh, that's who it was. It wasn't Zeke. It wasn't Zeke. Christian McCaffrey is still a 96. He ain't played in 2 years realistically, bro.
He been hurt.
What'd he do? ACL?
No, ankle.
His ankles.
Ooh.
He's been hurt the last 2 years, and I've drafted him both years. I won't make that mistake again this year, my good sir.
The year you don't.
I had the number one pick. I think I took CMC with it last year.
You did. So it's ankles. What's up?
By the way, we're gonna be doing the draft live on the show this year. We're gonna have a bunch of ignorant mugs in this. So it should be entertaining.
I can't wait for. I finally learned how to draft, if I can remember.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You did okay.
I did all right last year.
I wasn't mad at you.
I did all right.
Kid, I think they said Kid had the best team.
Yeah, Kid had the best.
Which he ended up winning the whole league.
I took some risks. Like I tried to
you
get
ain't
a
lying. Now,
couple rooks.
You did okay. You did okay drafting. Your problem was
in the trades
were awful. Your mid-season trades were awful. Bro.
I'm giving it up. I'm like, bro.
Hey, whenever
you buy me a bottle and $5.
Whenever it was like
Tom Brady.
Whenever it was like, what do I need? I had to go look at AD team to see if he had it, just because I knew I could finesse the man.
I was like, bro. He like, bro. I need your best player.
I need your best player. I need it. But the top 10 running backs for this year, right? So we got Derrick Henry number 1. Nick Chubb is number 2.
I'm not mad at that.
So 97 for Derrick Henry. 96.
My bad. He's healthy coming back, Nick Chubb.
Who? Yeah.
Chubb's good. Yeah.
Chubb's good. Just checking.
Christian McCaffrey at number 3 with a 96 overall.
Cap.
Wow. Jonathan Taylor's a 95.
Indianapolis, right? Indianapolis,
technically,
he's lower than
if you would have put Derrick Henry at a 98 and gave Jonathan Taylor the 97,
I would have agreed.
I went because they're legitimately right there. Dalvin Cook is a 94. Joe Mixon at 6 with a 93.
Didn't he have a low year? Low numbers year last year?
Who we talking about?
Dalvin Cook.
He 8.
I could have
Minnesota.
No, I know, but I could have sworn something like it's either.
No, his numbers took an uptick because they were like, Kirk, please stop throwing.
And he was actually splitting the carries with
that's what I thought. Okay, yeah.
For fantasy, you probably was getting hurt. For fantasy, you probably was getting hurt. Which don't get confused by the fantasy list because Kid came out ridiculously spicy
he was ready.
On top 10 quarterbacks because Jalen Hurts is a top 10 fantasy quarterback. He's somebody that you should be looking at if you're a fantasy owner, and they think he's going to take an uptick. They got him, I think, listed at 6 or something like that.
Fantasy,
and he was like, there's no world where Jalen Hurts is better than Kirk Cousins. And I was like, Kid, in the fantasy world, he is.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, every metric you can look at, like, Kirk Cousins was like, I think he was a number 11 quarterback last season. Jalen Hurts is a top 6 quarterback. Or he's a top 9 quarterback last year, and this year he's a top 6 quarterback. They have him ranked that way. And he was like, the top 6 in the NFL? There's no way. And, like, he just kept missing the fantasy part of this. Yeah. And, like, finally it clicked with him. He was like, oh, I retract my previous statement. And it was like, no, bro.
Talk about how far we've come as football fans where we can separate the two. In the beginning of fantasy, we was like, yo,
you were just drafting the best names.
My guy. Like, people are adding people. Like, yo. So you couldn't get like 2 more yards for your boy? Like we really talking.
Oh, they still
NFL
doing that.
players. I know they still do, but now it's more like a joke. Like, oh, okay, bro. Like you messed
Nah,
up
there's people that's mad serious about that.
But I mean,
it's a lot of money on fantasy out there, bro. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Must be sending
Bring
legit
some of that
stuff.
bread over here.
Hey, but wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. That'd be my thing.
Hey,
Internet game.
I just want to get a trophy this year. I either want to get a trophy or a
I
ring.
seen a championship belt.
I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah, I seen the championship
That way I can
belt.
walk in like my man's.
That might be the move. Yeah,
Hulk Hogan.
Him with the Rock.
get a different one every year.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that.
You some
Or you get the pick. You get to pick what the trophy is up to a certain price.
Yeah.
I want rings.
yeah.
Okay,
I like how rings look better.
as long as a bottle of brown liquor comes with
So
them.
yeah.
Always.
So
I mean, that's a given.
I'm with
Aaron Jones at number 8 with an 89.
that. What team?
Come on, Packers.
I
Austin
I don't pay
Eckler-
attention to
Austin
anybody in green and
Eckler-
yellow. Okay.
Austin Eckler is at
Kind of
88.
your job.
and Zeke at 10. At
Zeke at
88.
10, I'm not as mad at, but he
I
ain't
don't
do as much.
understand that. But the real thing I wanted to get to, because they did release
They released the linebackers.
the linebacker rating.
Roquan Smith is top 10.
Good.
Shout out to Roquan making the top 10.
He's in the top 10.
Where? Because I want to know who's above him.
He
Because it should be Slim.
Man, when you say who's above him, I just be getting flashbacks.
Oh yeah. I had to think about that. Yeah, who's above him is definitely going on a shirt for you.
Hey.
I'm working on like custom merch.
Oh, yeah.
It says, I'm working on custom merch with like a saying that each one of us has said on the show. Mine is definitely probably going to be Schofield topped them off.
Yes.
Schofield just topped them off. Who's
so
above
crazy.
him is definitely
above
going
him?
down
Who's above him? Yeah.
in history. Hey, drop a yes or no in the chat if you would cop an AD who's above him shirt.
Who's above him? Michael Jeffrey Jordan's. Who's
He said Keith Bogans.
I was a Keith Bogan's fan. I put so much on that man. I wish the best for him. What's up, Keith
that's
Bogan?
crazy.
What's really good here?
So Man.
I really be saying
He was
some
so
stuff on this show.
sincere.
I really be saying some stuff on this
Who's
show.
above him?
like
My heart be there. You know what I'm saying? My heart.
Hey, bro, it was just like at 2 guard.
but you really get caught up in statements.
Pinky and face was
No,
It was because we was watching. What we watching the football game?
we was calling
calling the Bulls game.
the Bulls game.
So we sitting there calling it. He on the phone, doggone. Who's above him? Hold up, wait a minute.
Literally was like, bro.
Oh man, drop them Madden rankings for the linebackers,
So-
my boy.
So top
We
10,
having fun. It's not much to talk about out here. We're talking about Madden rankings.
So top 10 overall linebackers. You got Fred Warner number 1 at a 94.
I agree.
Demario Davis 93 at number 2. Levante David number 3 with a 92. Bobby Wagner still up there at a 91 at number 4. Darius Leonard rounds out the top 5 with a 90, and Roquan is at 6 with a 89.
I don't think I disagree with any of those though. Would you put Roquan over any of those guys right now?
What stops him from being higher is probably a question I have.
I guess I ain't never really paid that much attention to Demario Davis.
I might.
But him and Darius Leonard is like right there.
I might make him even with some of them. I don't know if I'd put him over any.
I would make him a 90.
What
I would at least make him a 90.
not doing? That's what I'm saying. That's my question.
Most of them winning.
Mike is at 88.
But that's team.
Yeah, but you look a lot better when your team is winning and people
got you.
paying more attention. But I think
Because we not losing because of Roquan. I'll tell you that.
no, Roquan is needed. Hey, listen, there's a section of that money next year that is already allocated to Roquan Smith.
Hey, now real quick, before you say your statement. So he is top 5 in linebackers, but he's not. I mean, he is top 10 in linebackers, but not top 10 in terms of pursuit, which I feel like is weird. Because like. If you see the eye test, this man is slamming people on his neck.
Yeah, I agree, right? But we saw him more in coverage last year.
So that
probably plays into it. You know what I'm saying? The scheme from the previous
is that
season.
running game, or is that after whoever receives the ball? And
Well, pursuit is more like if I'm chasing you down, can I catch you and slam you on your neck? Slamming on his neck, he's a 99. Roquan is. Every time Roquan tackles somebody, I'm like, listen, I know you're supposed to like.
Is that a real stat or just a man stat?
What?
Pursuit.
That's
a man stat.
It's a Madden stat. Like, it's not something you can actually see on the field that you're gonna be like, yeah, he's a 98 in that mug. But I feel like, in pursuit, he's a 98. But I think Roquan's really good in pursuit. I think he just wasn't used in that way last year, and I think that's gonna be the biggest difference for the Bears this season. You're gonna see these guys. Bears football is gonna look completely different again.
Yeah.
Or I guess I shouldn't say. Here's
Robbie is top 10 in kicking.
Here's the, of course, we don't even gotta ask it. F the Packers.
Packers suck.
That's what Robbie said.
If you didn't know.
Or who said that? Jimmy G said that.
Packers suck.
Here's my
Any
question.
chance to get?
Are Bears fans prepared to see what we've seen before?
What do you mean? In what way, Patrick? In what way?
We're getting back a 4-3 defense.
Yeah.
We're getting back, and we're setting up with what I think could be a decent 4-3 defense. You've got a couple of nice DBs on this mug.
Hey.
You've got what I hope to be a couple of nice safeties. I actually, at this point, feel more confident in Jaquan Brisker, who still hasn't signed his deal yet. I don't know what's up with that, than I do about Eddie Jackson.
If Jaquan Brisker gets a deal with Brisk, that would be cool.
That wouldn't be bad. That's a smart business move right there. No, but I think, right, like, if the defense is back to what it was, I think you've got a couple of nice linebackers.
Hey.
We could be talking about a Bears defense that we've seen before.
Hey.
On the offensive side, what's our game plan this year?
Run the ball.
So, Matt Forte?
When all else fails, run the ball. Twice on Sunday and more.
So Thomas Jones?
Run.
I would say
So, yeah, I mean, like, we're literally about to get
I'm not gonna
the old school Bears offense back. Like, I think Bears fans
formation. I say Watson.
I think Bears fans are prepared for this, like, this completely different look of lineup and all of it. And, like, we're about to be excited about what we've seen our entire lives,
bro.
And I'll say this. Listen,
you get to say Bears
run the ball.
The biggest thing for me is about, right, does Justin Fields develop? Can Justin Fields play football? Like, if he shows me that he can play football, I feel fine about it, right? Like, literally every system that we've had, if we had a quarterback, it would have been perfect.
Bro.
But the running back was literally like our only option on offense. Like, what they doing this now? Shut up.
Think about this though. Cool. We run the ball. We get first downs. Then that next play we're on the fringe of the red zone. He runs play action. Nobody knows. Defense is completely fooled.
Yeah.
Mooney back in the back of the end zone, just catching the ball. Bread basket. Backhead bounces.
Oh, I'm not mad at it.
And we got a photo op it in the end zone. Bro,
they need Komet to do that.
You definitely need Cole Kmet to do that. Here's the thing. I'm not mad at it.
I'm weedy.
But is that the style of offense that's going to win you a Super Bowl?
I mean, unless you got...
Let's see if
you know what I'm saying. We've seen it our whole lives.
But I'm saying,
unless you got the
against back there, you know what I'm saying? Against
what team haven't we seen? Nah, I will say this, right? Like, this season could be a fluke. Like, legit, if we go on a run like we did year one of Matt Nagy, literally every one of these mugs, but outside of like John Fox, has had a first year run.
Oh yeah,
Mark Trestman, first year run, crazy.
Yeah, I was unexpected.
Who else was it? Matt Nagy, first year run, great. We had who was our other coach? Trestman, Nagy. Oh no, Trestman was right after. Oh yeah, we only had four. Fox had no team. Fox had nothing. Fox had nothing. There was nothing there.
Did Lovey have a good first year?
I want to say Lovey did, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Bears went like. Actually, no, I think Lovey had a great first year, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say the Bears went 11-5, 10-6, something like that.
Okay. Hey.
Let's see. Lovey Smith, coaching record right here. Boom.
I'm gonna have to use the Bears in Madden.
He's above 500. Hell, let's see what we get first. He's above 500. His first game, I am wrong. He went 5-11 his first season. No, second season. Second season they went 11-5.
There we go.
Second season they went 11-5.
Didn't he get coach of the year that year?
Yeah, he got coach of the year. Bears with the Super Bowl. It was great.
Yeah, it all fell apart.
Shut up. I mean, that's the question, though, right? Like, is this style of play that we're literally about to go back to our same style of play, at least this season? Now, it depends on what Justin Fields does, right? And maybe this does turn into, if Justin Fields develops, it turns into all of a sudden the Chicago Bears are a team where you feel like, okay, now they're throwing the ball. Now they're using some of what the Packers do, which the Packers still throw the ball a ton in that same style of offense, but Aaron Jones gets a ton of run. Yeah, I'm saying, and they split time in that backfield. And, you know, there's still a lot of movement on the ball and stuff like that. But, like, bro, like, we're literally about to watch an offense and a defense that we've seen our entire lives.
I'm with it.
When you think about it, a heavy run with a 4-3 defense.
But think about it. There's a whole generation of kids or young people who have not seen that style of football.
I don't care.
From us.
I want to see a championship. I've seen that style of football my whole life. It didn't win us a Super Bowl. But I've been on this earth 28 years.
But there's some wild cards in there.
No, I'm not saying that style can't win. I just can't think of one that, like, I'm talking about run heavy, like 40 runs a game, 35 runs a game.
Get pretty far.
Seattle, you saw it.
Tennessee got pretty far.
Yeah.
They want to enter they're in the AFC.
I made it to the NFC title game. Jay made it to the NFC title game.
Injuries get the one that handicapped them, right?
I think we seen the 49ers make it to the Super Bowl like that.
49ers definitely did. That's a good one.
Hey, it's in the bag. No,
it's not a bad.
49ers did it with a pretty. Here's the thing, right? Okay. Are they 4-3? 49ers 3-4, ain't they?
4-3.
Are they 4-3?
Yeah. The difference is they had a line. Well, at the time when they went to the Super Bowl, it was Robert Saleh.
Definitely was 4-3.
Hey, just wait on it.
Was 4-3.
You got a line too. Just wait on it. It's there.
Did you do a bump before you came here? What's up with you?
It's the monster, man.
Hey, you ain't lying, bro.
Hey, sponsor us, man.
Hey, bro, you're not lying, bro.
Come on, monster.
Hey. Hey, listen. This is the best part, though. Like, you think about the last episode, this man brought that natural stuff. He was like, I'm trying to do better. That man was on the phone, half paying attention. Bro, he was asleep halfway through.
Whatever that was.
That natural stuff was awful. Don't bring that ever again. Hey, I hope y'all don't sponsor us.
You paid it.
I'm not going to say your name.
Some ginseng or something.
Yeah, I mean? No, keep that. I guess the Niners is probably the best example of it. And they got there with a mediocre quarterback. And they continue to win with him. I still say he's mediocre.
That's fine.
Yeah, that 670 win percentage, though.
It does. The 670 win percentage absolutely does it. But when you watch him on the field, I'm telling you, right? You can spout all the numbers in the world at me. But when you watch Jimmy G play football, you look at it and you be like, this dude is confusing me on how he keeps winning football games.
Bro, it's kind of like I was telling Kid last year, like, might be like, this not going to be the time to get it done. Every time we think that this man not finna get it done, he make the throw.
He makes the throw.
Like,
now, technically, he didn't last year.
No.
Legitimately, he didn't last year.
Tore his arm off, so I can see why.
Shoo.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, he did get hurt.
I can see why he didn't.
Yeah.
But bro, like, he's consistent on that money down, which is crazy. Like that's legitimately why. Like, even when they went to the Super Bowl, like, he's like a fingertip away from Deebo Samuel catching that from them beating the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are we scared of the Chiefs anymore?
Bugs don't even realize.
Yeah.
Is the league still scared of the Chiefs?
Yeah.
As long as 15 is back there.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, we still scared of the Chiefs.
I think
the Chiefs got better this year.
What did they do?
Hey, where's the honey badger?
New Orleans.
Dang it. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, like, that was such like a glossed over because he went to New Orleans and it was like, we don't care.
Because with the LSU.
They got him and Jarvis Landry over there.
Yeah, LSU team back up.
My God. Yeah, hey, low key, they got some weapons.
Yeah.
Who's the Q over there now?
Jameis,
there we go.
That's a... No, we're still scared. We're still scared of. Yeah, as long as 15's back there. Because this is the thing,
I mean,
right?
they've been putting a couple chinks in the armor, you know what I'm saying?
But no, this is the thing, and it was the perfect way to describe it to me. When they broke down... Who was breaking it down? I forget who it was. I think it was somebody on the I Am Athlete podcast or something like that. But they were breaking down what the system is, and they were like, nothing's different from when Alex Smith was there. It's just a better player. And Alex Smith was in the NFC championships every year.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, like nothing has changed since Alex Smith was there. You just have a better quarterback there. Like the system is going to be consistent. It's still one of the best play callers in the world calling these plays. It's still some of the best route runners in the world running these routes. It's still one of the best tight ends in the NFL catching these passes. It's still one of the best quarterbacks in the world catching the ball. You still got Nico Hartman. You still got like
McCole Hartman, Travis Kelce,
bro,
Juju Smith-Schuster,
and they improved the offensive line for once.
Oh, they grabbed Juju. I forgot.
They got legit 2 running backs.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I look at that team and I'm like, no, that team is terrifying. The only team that terrifies me a little bit more is the Bills because I believe their defense is way better. Ooh. The Bills scare me.
Hey,
and we got to play them. The Bills scare me.
It's Big Buffalo.
Like I'm legitimately in fear for. There's not many games this season where I'm in fear for Justin's life. That's the one.
Like then
throw it away.
The Packers game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel better about playing the Packers this year because we got Lucas Patrick at center, and I feel like he's gonna be able to pick up on some things.
Oh, definitely.
It doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're gonna play God level better, right? But there is something to say that in the first kind of go round of that, where like Luke Getsy's gonna want to get his old team. Lucas Patrick actually knows what's going on the other side of the ball over there. I think that plays into it. I'm not like
they left Green Bay for a reason. Green Bay gonna fall flat on their face.
No,
and you heard it here first.
No,
from me.
Hey, you can
guarantee.
Hey, as long as
let's start writing these guarantees down. That's a bad one.
Guarantee.
As long as 12 is bad.
Hey, 12 is a bad man.
That's fine.
I've watched 12 win with a piece of bubble gum and a duck.
He can't throw it and catch it.
Hey, yeah, apparently he can because I've watched 12 win with a piece of bubble gum and a duck. Yeah, I mean, like.
So I got
stick him on his hands. Don't care what you do.
I got a Band-Aid, I have an Italian beef, and
half an Italian beef is crazy, and which means you got it in Chicago.
Hey, it is National Glizzy Day.
Some crumbs and some half.
Jesus Christ, what the heck is going on over here?
It is National Hot Dog Day.
For real?
For real.
Bro,
really.
Why are hot dogs glizzies, bro? What's going on with that?
I don't know. That's a Jersey thing. Jersey short thing. I don't know. It's a Jersey thing.
See, actually, I would expect that from Kia, but not you.
Sorry.
Yeah, National Glizzy Day was wild. There's 3 dudes on this pod.
Flagrant. Pause.
That's a pause for sure.
Yo, bro.
There's a flag on the play.
My bad.
Personal foul. Offense.
2 shots in the ball.
Cordell Patterson.
Flag on the play.
What was I gonna ask? Good Lord.
My bad.
National Glizzy Day threw me off.
You said it was
guarantee.
You said it was a crazy thought.
Oh, here's a crazy thought. I'm mad that's what jarred it. Because we talked about, and appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already, man. We're going to keep the conversation going and moving along. We just having fun at this point. No, my question is there an opportunity here? And you don't answer because I know what your answer is going to be already. For the Chicago Bears.
Well, you already know. You said.
To start the season 2-0, now knowing that Jimmy G's not going to be there. And maybe early in the season with Luke Getsy, and listen, I got the Bears going 0-2. I don't know if my opinion changes on that to start it off. But with such, like, everything so early, and they already kind of know what the Packers are doing, could there be an opportunity to catch them off guard?
in that second game. But
I don't see him winning both.
I'm with you. I think they start the season off 0-2 just because you dealing with two ready-made defenses that have been together for a couple years now, and if you got to think about it, the Packers are added pieces. That are
who they get on the defensive end in a draft that's ridiculously nice.
Nobody.
They first two picks was defensive.
They got a linebacker.
They got a couple. Did they? No, they didn't draft Buddy. That's not gonna be ready this year. Who they drafting it?
I think they got a line because I know they got Christian.
I know they got Watson, but they got him at the end of the first round, right?
Yeah, because I think they had what 28 and 20.
They had 2 first round picks, and then they traded back into the first.
Yep.
Packers signed 7 draft picks. That don't help me. And then here's Packers.com just being Packers.com.
Yeah,
they did. Yeah, they got Quay Walker from Georgia.
Yeah.
Then they got Devontae Wyatt from Georgia.
Yeah, bro. It's
dang it. Hey, that's
they're gonna be good.
That's pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how they gonna make an impact their first game.
2-0.
But that's gonna be scary. That's that long term. That's gonna be a little bit scary. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
And here's the reason why I know it's gonna be scary. Because I know who both of those players are. When I am not a college football guy at all. And Georgia, it's probably because Georgia was in the national championship last year. I ended up watching it. I knew that they were going to win. I didn't know they were going to win, but when they end up winning, right, like you end up kind of picking some pieces out there. But ain't Quay Walker the dude that legitimately was covering both sides of the field at once?
Him and Nakobe Dean.
Yeah, he was scary, bro.
How Nakobe Dean?
Was it Nakobe? Who was it that ran across the field to grab the bat? Was that Quay Walker or Nakobe Dean?
No, that was Nakobe Dean.
Nakobe Dean is scary as well. I wanted the Bears to get him.
Which is why
you got to wait a year for him.
The Eagles,
they got to steal.
Bro, the Eagles have to win that division.
Bro, they got to steal. Well, he's not playing this year, right?
No.
Nakobe Dean hurt himself, I thought.
He is. The only reason why he slipped was because he didn't. They asked him to get a physical. And he was like, nah.
I thought.
Remember,
who's out a year? Somebody's out for the first season. I thought that was Nakobe Dean.
I don't think that's.
Remember, we were talking about it in the draft.
Hey, if y'all know in the chat, put it in the chat.
Remember when they reported on him? They was like, yeah, he had a whole bunch of shoulder injuries on both sides.
But I thought he ended up having.
Is it him?
I thought he ended up having surgery, if I'm not mistaken. Don't look like it. I don't see nothing about it. So. I don't know. But, yeah, no, I know there was a line. Because remember, we were talking about the Bears should draft him. But he was going to miss the first season. Draft felt like so long ago, too. That's the crazy part.
Was it a wideout?
No, it was definitely a back. It was a defensive player.
What pick? You know what pick they had?
No. He ended up.
Oh, was it the dude from D3?
No.
No.
Maybe it was a wide up. I don't know. That turned into weak content right there. We all just on our phones. People looking at us like, what the heck are they doing? I don't remember. If y'all remember in the chat, shout out to y'all, drop it in there. I'm not a college guy, but I just remember watching them, bro, like hand the ball. Buddy on Alabama, or Bryce Young hands the ball off. Buddy's like running clear other side of the field, and you just see this mug sprinting like a gazelle to the other side of the field, taking this mug down. Like, what is that? What kind of play is that on the defensive end? So like, that mess is scary to me, bro. Whenever I see stuff like that, it's like, yes, a freak athlete. You go get that guy. But no, man. I mean, for me, right? Like, I think Trey Lance starting in San Francisco that first week, I think it evens the playing a little bit for the Bears. Definitely not defensively. It's going to be tough for the Bears going up against that San Francisco defense. But I think it could be tough for Trey Lance. Big moment, if I'm not mistaken, in San Francisco. So he'll be home a little bit. He'll have his home crowd behind him. But there's also that pressure performing well in front of the home crowd the first time. And then on top of that, right, you've got
I ain't worried.
You've got a more of a ready-made offense that's already been rolling, and that you've been successful in already, right? Like so, but there's so many factors that go into that. This is going to be his first like legit. This is your start. So I think that's going to be interesting. And then week 2, you got 2 guys in there that already kind of know what's going on inside them Packers walls. I'm not saying the Bears do start 2-0.
Definitely not worried about them suckers.
But I'm a little more intrigued by it because I ain't going to lie to you. With this schedule, if you start 2-0, the Bears will win 10 games.
Oh, that's
if they start 2-0, the Bears will win 10 games.
I want you look at my face. You heard me? Huh?
It's a podcast, AD.
Let's go.
They can't.
2-0. You already know.
Maybe AD should stay on the natural stuff. Maybe we won't give him monster no more. This one's tweaking.
It's organic, man.
From the earth.
From the earth, Mother Earth, brother. What else we got on the docket today, man? Oh, I do want to switch gears a little bit, man. It's a hard transition, but hey, it is what it is. But appreciate y'all for showing love to the show. But want to talk a little bit of baseball, man, because we got the second half of the season coming up. Actually, let's start off with the All-Star game. First off, did you watch the All-Star game? Were you a part of their record low numbers?
Word? I tuned in.
Record low.
I tuned in.
No.
What was cool was everybody, like they had anybody that could have a mic on them, they had a mic on them. Like pitchers, wild pitching, talking about what pitches they're going to throw. They had like a player from each, from the national and the AL side, both mic'd up talking as the game was going. Like you got both the catcher and the pitcher mic'd up at some point. Outfielders, they were talking to both Carlos Stanton right before he hit that homer too, to give them a lead to tie the game, because Buster came after him and gave him the lead. But they had him and Aaron Judge mic'd up. He even had Big Papi floating through the AL dugout, just talking to everybody Dominican and everybody Spanish and anybody hitting home runs. Big Papi is that man. Shout out to him. But it was
AD with the mad cultural appropriation on any race that pops up.
Bro, I'm Dominican too. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to all my Dominicanos. Anyway, it was decent to me, but I love
matter
baseball,
the culture.
yo.
If you got an accent, AD will absolutely start talking like
everybody is my people. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody come from
you're
black
cheesing
folks, you know
me,
what I'm
bro.
saying? Everybody come from the motherland. We all brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't make them go out to the car and get the machine.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I ain't saying, you know? But
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I liked it.
I need that in a regular baseball game.
Facts.
Like, I think that's a way to say, like, mic'd up, that's a way to say baseball.
Bro.
That makes baseball entertaining. You know why? Because it makes the players entertaining.
Bro.
Like, I'm going to be real with you. Out of everybody, it's tough for me. I'll do the Cubs more so than the White Sox because I know everybody on the White Sox. If I saw a random Cub out in public, I wouldn't know who it is. I get they're bad as well. And it's tough to do with the White Sox because, like, all of them, like,
hold on,
they're huge.
Most of the White Sox look like your average.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, like, Luis Roberts, what, 6'5"?
Okay.
Yep.
Eloy's like 6'6".
But it is Bridgeport.
Tim Anderson's like 6'3".
They might look like they from back of the yards of Inglewood.
But it's one of them things, like, you gonna see them and you gonna be like, hey, what sports you play? like, you know what I mean? Like,
I told Tim.
Tim like 6'3".
Oh yeah, okay.
Tim not short.
6'2", 6'3".
Tim played basketball. Tim played basketball.
The hoop.
But they also look really young. Well, some of them look young. Tim look young. He might look like a student walking through Bridgeport.
Tim's gonna look young till he's 45. Tim looked like he got drafted yesterday.
He definitely does. But if you were walking to Bridgeport up to Fabulous
Tim
Freddy,
Anderson,
if you walked in there and saw them getting a slice or a Italian night, you might be like, oh, okay.
Tim Anderson's what, 27?
This is above average.
Tim Anderson is 6'1". But Tim Anderson's so iconic, I would know too.
Oh yeah, it's not everybody.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, my whole point is like the average baseball player, like most of the Angels, I wouldn't know.
Oh, bro, who you telling?
And for most people in the world, I think if you looked at Mike Trout, you wouldn't know who Mike Trout is.
I only know 3 of them.
I might know Mike Trout. I might know.
I don't. You
I would know
you
Shohei,
would
too.
You would because you're a baseball fan.
Oh,
but I
yeah.
think for most regular people, Mike Trout just looked like a tall white dude.
Oh yeah, burly white man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tall white dude that works out.
Like what? You an iron worker?
You know what I mean? Right? Like that's literally how Mike Trout looked. And I think that's the problem with baseball. So I was watching the All-Star game and I was like, this is great for this, but like I know all these dudes.
Oh yeah.
Vladdy Jr.,
Bro,
Tim Anderson.
Bro.
By the way, crazy stat, and give that man his flowers while he's able to get them. How many black people have ever started at shortstop in the All-Star game?
Other than Jeter?
Other than Jeter.
Can't tell you.
Tim Anderson.
Yeah, it's only 2.
That's it.
Jeter and
Like
Tim?
that.
Jeter
That's
and Tim.
Shout out to them,
Shout
man.
out to Tim.
So like
Shout out to them.
when Muzz are talking about expanding the game, like Tim Anderson's the perfect person to do it. And all of y'all Muzz that be like, he got the Jackie comment and that was funny and blah, blah, blah. Like,
Bro, he does it. Stop playing.
yeah, I mean, like,
And you tell
he's legit. He's the hit kid. He's the hit.
giving me
Well, I
some
can't
of
say
his-
hit kid.
you
He's the
giving-
hit champ. You know what I
You
mean?
giving me some of his background from the last show, just about him kind of switching sports. It's even more impressive.
Oh, it's free. He's an athlete. He's a freak athlete.
Bro, understand he came in the game, got with it, picked it up, and is very good. And it ain't even been a long
Bro,
time.
how he and it's about how he gets his at bats too. Like you
Can
think
you
about,
imagine him
bro,
with
like
Javi defense,
bro.
bro?
He swing his defense be bad sometimes.
Bro,
I wouldn't
but
say that.
he
That's
get there.
that's the
He get
but,
there,
but that's
but his
yeah.
throws be off.
Ta be bad.
'Cause even if you
that's
saw
the
the
part.
outside-
That's the part that's behind. it.
Vlad had to go left or right to go get the
Yeah,
catch.
yeah.
But if he can get that throw, no matter where he's at,
He can't get the throw.
On the
He can't get the throw.
Get it there,
Yeah.
but if he can get it accurate, it's
Well, his problem is
Tim
just
problem,
getting it.
I feel like Tim problem is he be trying to get swaggy. And
That'll come.
forget that he still got to make the throw sometime.
because he get over to the
And
do
my
it quick.
opinion,
I don't know.
that's just
I think Tim's just not a good defender.
yeah. But you know
Bro,
what?
if he
Though?
can get that-
He's not a bad defender either. He's
get that
a
defense.
mediocre defender.
He get there. It's
And the
just the
problem is
accuracy.
the only problem there is like he should.
But
You
y'all
know
give-
what I mean? Like he just
the
should.
AL, y'all over there at the AL give a decent amount of over under for errors.
Because Heike,
Like it'd be 3-4 errors a game.
Oh, it'd be a lot of errors, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've seen some errors this year in this one, bro. Where it'd be like, do we have 6 errors in this one? Like,
wild.
that's 4 innings to go.
But it'd be 8 home runs.
But I gotta give that credit, man. Tim Anderson's doing a great job being a representative for the game, and kind of changing the game a little bit and making it more of an American sport, which it really isn't. Like it's an American sport, but it's no longer an American sport.
Yeah.
The amount of people Big Papi was speaking Spanish to in the dugout and like they didn't respond in English was hilarious.
Well, I appreciate the amount of seriousness that other cultures have really taken to baseball. Like if you look at
I wish ours would.
right, if you look in some of the Spanish speaking countries or areas, look at Puerto Rico, you look at Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at Japan, like they take it seriously. There are camps. There are whole
How your boy been doing? He back, ain't he? I don't know if he's Japanese.
You said who?
Shohei? No, not Shohei. What's his name?
Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki.
Oh, Sia? Sorry. Is it Sia? Or
Seiya.
So
Yeah, he been like they call. I don't know I think he got a
Is
little.
he back?
Yeah, because he played in the doubleheader against the Mets. Who?
We got some Mets news on the Cubs. as
Yeah,
well.
I saw that.
Yeah, interesting. You know who's going.
Yeah.
You know who's going.
that's
Yeah, we'll get to that as well.
Man.
Should have been gone, but
real quick though, but because I wanted to touch on the TA point, like, and it's crazy because you was giving the background, and I don't know if y'all watched it, because the Jeter documentary started
I haven't seen it. I want to see
I saw
it.
the commercial,
Yesterday.
man.
I seen
should
that's
be
like
more press
that's like
around
the
it.
last interview Jesus and Mero did.
Jeter
Ain't it?
was a dog. Jeter.
That freaky ringtone. I hope it's the wife.
Yeah.
Answer the phone.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and answer on the pod. I hope it's the wife.
You said it's on the pod.
Go ahead.
Yo.
Hey, I was just checking to make sure you was at your other house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we on the pod. What's good, Chloe? I made him answer on the pod. I wanted there to be an uncomfortable message on the other side. Like
Wait, what?
I just wanted him to answer, and then Chloe was just oh, I was waiting for you to come home. My bad. All right, I'll talk to you later. That's great content. My bad.
Close says hello.
Chloe says hello.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm good. I'm at my second home.
Peace.
Peace.
Shout out to Chloe. Y'all mess with her. She got the dream plan hustle stuff out there, man. I be drinking out her coffee cup on the show.
Yeah.
That's my support. I ain't gonna lie
Dream
to you.
plans and hustles, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That coffee be hitting out of that cup. Bro, did you ever realize you can have a bad coffee cup?
You can have one?
Like you can. Like the actual cup.
Probably.
Maya bought some cups for this crib. I hated them.
Hey.
I hated them with a passion. Oh, they irritated me. Because no matter what I did, no matter how gentle I walked, I spilled coffee.
Spilled
It irritated my soul. And as I'm drinking it, it's like a quick pour.
Bro, that is crazy.
Bro,
You can take a step and it's like, oh,
bro, irritating. I never knew you could have a bad coffee cup. I was like, you can throw all these.
You need the weatherman mug.
I hate
You ain't
these.
spilling nothing out of that.
I
like
hate
the-
these, bro.
Like the.
Nah, I need that mug like the what's the kid thing that do like the centrifugal force for kids? You can put any cup on there, just be people be doing stupid stuff with it. Yeah, I'm just drinking coffee, brother. Like, why are you spinning your coffee cup?
Bro.
But no, you were saying about the Jeter doc.
Nah, but yeah, like cause yeah, you was talking about like how multifaceted he was. Like fam, like looking back at it, like Jeter was cold. They said like he basically two sport athlete. They said that man was dropping like 23 a game.
Oh yeah, you saying yeah, that he was cold.
They
He was a
said that
freaking
man was
nature on
dropping
that.
23 a game. Like if he wanted to, like he could. They say he could.
I always ask the question: is Jeter as big of a player if he's not on the Yankees?
No.
Now, granted, right, he won like I'm saying, same career, still winning World Series and stuff like that. Yeah, but is he getting a lot of those because he's on the Yankees? Because of that attention that comes with being a Yankee.
I think if he wanted,
To me,
if he
this
got
is
a
this is the
glove-
thing. This is the thing I've always
the
said.
matchups they got as the Yankees.
This is the thing
helped.
this is the thing I've always said. Jeter wasn't the best shortstop on his team.
Alex was.
Who?
Alex Rodriguez was a much better player to me than Derek Jeter.
That was later though.
He still was a better player to me than Derek Jeter. Alex could hit better
He
than
was still at
Derek.
Seattle then.
He was in Seattle. Where'd he go from? He went from Seattle to Texas. And then he went from
Then
Texas to the New York. But Alex Rodriguez was a much better player than Derek Jeter to me. But one, Alex got caught up doing steroids at the end of his career.
Yep.
And two, Derek was Mr. Yankee the whole time. Like my whole life, I always thought Alex Rodriguez was better than Derek Jeter.
But Jeter,
It could have also been White Sox Yankee beef.
But yeah,
They beat us a lot. They beat us quite a bit.
Jeter got a clean. He has a clean sheet. As far as no roid.
But he
got a clean sheet on everything. He was talking about that in the Jesus and Mero interview, like being Jeter before social media. Thank God.
Cause low key, nah, he is right about that. Cause he was Mr. Take Your Chick.
Oh, Jeter was wilding out here, bro. Jeter out here sending gift baskets, man.
Bro, in New York.
Bro, Jeter was notorious for get a chick, take her to the crib, knock her down, gift basket. Now I heard there was an NDA involved as well, but I don't know if that's facts or not.
Smart.
But gift basket, iPad, wine, champagne, like jewelry, expensive stuff. Like, but man, I'm Derek Jeter.
Hey,
Bro.
because he was like,
It would be girls.
I remember they
Like
was
the
talking
Jay-Z
about
video,
it.
like,
They was
bro.
talking about it on
Bro, I loved it. It's just like it wasn't even. This is the thing that I loved about it, right? Because it wasn't even the fact that he was like being a Mac and knocking all these chicks down and all that
But you
stuff.
the man in New York, dog.
It was the genius of you not messing my career up.
Oh yeah, the wherewithal.
It was the absolute genius of like, I guarantee this, you won't mess me up. I'll mess me up, but you will never mess me up.
Bro, you ain't never heard him in no. But he's another one. You ain't heard him in no mess. Like the mess,
he pretty
the
cool.
only
He's
mess
pretty
he got into
that's
is
true.
when
But
him being like an exec and
trading everybody to the Yankees.
scrutiny.
Hey,
But
helping the Yankees out and then being like, I'm a seller.
hey, but that was like the only thing, like because he was absolutely right when he said like, thank God, like before Twitter, because I remember I was watching a Secret Base and them mugs was like, because they was going over like the beef history between like him and Alex, and like Derek used to be taking Alex chicks with ease, like
bro.
because they said he popped up to an event, like Alex popped up to an event one time, and I forgot who they said he was talking to, but Derek just hit her with the look like.
If I'm Derek Jeter,
and he just bro, and they said Alex was like hot after that,
bro.
Mind you, they was like winning chips, and then he was like, because they was talking about like him getting paid and whatnot.
Yeah.
And after that, they just like had beef ever since then. They kind of cleaned it up, but didn't. But yeah, he was before Twitter. He was definitely. I ain't gonna say he wasn't Tristan, but
Bro,
he was definitely taking
Derek Jeter, New York City. I'm at Fashion Week. Stop playing with me.
Bro, he said the best thing that he said to me in the You Dig was
Models galore.
no. He said because I think Deezus asked him like, what would you ask people at first base? And he said, I knew where everybody was, so I would just ask him like, I knew if they stayed out late last night. I knew if they went. So I'd just be like, oh, how was the club? I heard you left at like 5 a.m. Which again, you're playing baseball, so
I heard you was at
if
the
you're gonna play any sport,
Right.
baseball's the one that you could probably stay out till 5 a.m. and play.
Bro, it's just gotta be, to me, it's a couple cities. It's gotta just be difficult being an athlete because you got the bread to kick it.
Yeah.
And like, look at the human being you are, like as far as stature and access.
bro, especially with the money that's getting thrown around. now.
Right. Like just
What?
like that's what I say, bro. Being a soccer player? Like,
Soccer.
Well, I mean, listen,
the amount of bread
that
and
kind
to
of
be in Europe, like, bro,
that kind of can get us into our next topic, right? And with everything around Juan Soto, right? He turns down 440. Does that mean he's not going to take 440 if he goes somewhere else? But could you see either Chicago team making a trade for him?
I can see the Sox doing it.
Does it make sense for the Sox to do it right now? Sox got a prospect right now, and I'm trying to think of Buddy's name, that he's being touted as possibly being a superstar. Not a star, like a superstar.
y'all should stay far away from Juan Soto. I'll tell you that.
What?
Juan Soto is 23 years old.
I don't
Hey,
care.
no.
You got Luis Robert and Juan Soto. Now here's the thing as well, right? It's the
Stay
trade.
away.
It's the trade packages that have been proposed. They've talked about prospects along with Andrew Vaughn and/or Eloy Jimenez and possibly a pitcher in there. I would absolutely do that
No
deal.
way.
Yeah, no, I'm doing.
You have all you need.
I would rather keep Andrew Vaughn than Eloy.
No, bro.
Juan
who y'all
Soto
got.
is 23.
I understand that.
Years.
But look at
old.
Now the problem is, I know we'll never give him $500 million.
Listen.
Like you got, like I think.
listen to what I'm saying.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't
never
if
giving him
I'm not
$500
mistaken, isn't Grandal like the highest contract based on like
Yeah, per
year or something like
For
that that
you
the
all-
White Sox
for
have
the
ever
Sox
given out?
specifically to stay on the path they are on right now. I think you want to keep continuity because you're going to change your manager.
But I'm not getting rid of anybody that matters. Eloy's always hurt.
Eloy,
So like I love Eloy, bro. I want Eloy. I love
hurt.
Hi Mom. He's always hurt. He's not even a factor on it. Eloy just got back. He's gone.
What happened?
I don't even.
It's an ankle, knee,
Yes,
wrist,
everything,
Bro, he been hurt.
Eloy just be hurt, bro.
He be hurt
He's
before the
hurt.
season started.
The Thanks Cub died like after that game. Like I think it's Benetti. I think Benetti did this ever since Thanks Cubs. He been downhill since then, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. So like that's one thing for me. But then on the other side of it, right, like Andrew Vaughn is the one I'd rather keep. But if you asked me for Andrew Vaughn, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Because Juan Soto is coming in. You know what he's going to give the team. He absolutely fixes a position on the White Sox that we haven't had fixed since Jermaine died.
Hey,
Oh, wowzers.
that boy.
I'm trying to think. Who's been our right fielders since Jermaine died? Bro, it's been terrible.
Somebody start with a TH. Last name.
I don't know. Cause what I do know is that like at the beginning of the season, I think it was like the third game, somebody got hurt
Who's currently at
out in right field. He had to go to the DL.
AJ Pollock.
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't he decent?
Yeah, but he ain't Juan Soto.
Oh yeah. Did y'all pick up a right fielder
No.
in the draft?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, it fixes a position. And you know, left field is just like, hey, like, can you mash that thing? Yeah, we'll stand out there.
It's a shame.
I mean, it's always been the position of, like, the worst defender out there. There's a reason Eloy plays it. There's a reason Schwarber played it. Schwarber just got actually pretty good at it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at Schwarber out there.
Because somebody taught him.
I bet he'd be looking good in the Cubs jersey right now. But nah, man. I feel like, right, like,
Shout out to Schwarber, man.
the tough part is, right, does Juan Soto become a superstar?
Somebody,
I think he already is.
Was that you who said that, or I might have heard it during an All-Star game?
Is he a super? Well, he does.
But somebody said he wants to
Juan
go
Soto
to the
got a
Yankees.
ring, don't he?
Yeah.
Somebody said he wants to go to New York.
Team won a ring.
That's right. No.
They did.
I thought he got one. Wasn't he on the Rays or
He
something?
was on the Nationals.
He was on the Nationals when they
on the
won.
Nationals. Cause bro,
He was drafted by the
Nationals.
Nationals?
When he was like 19.
Was he drafted on the Nationals?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He won a ring when he
That's
was like
right.
19.
Somebody said he want to go to the Yankees.
Everybody.
I don't know if that was you or somebody
Don't
said
wanna go to the
Everybody
Yankees.
want to go to the Yankees. They're just hitting home runs and like having fun. I hate them. Bastards. I hate them. Sick of it. But I look at, right, like, to me, right, like, I'm looking at Juan Soto and I feel like he's a great addition to the team. I feel like he fits a need that the White Sox currently have. I feel like the White Sox are one of the few teams in baseball to have the assets. Like, you still have a nice minor league system. And the thing for me is, right, like, it's not like we're giving up our minor league. Like, y'all gave up y'all minor leaguers and then just like, we'll never replenish it. We'll just keep giving away, keep giving away, keep giving away,
We
keep
got
giving away.
a host of right-handed pitchers in the draft. A plethora, if you will.
Hey,
Plethora.
y'all taking the shotgun approach to right-handed pitchers. You hoping to get one.
Anybody
16 of 20?
Raise your hand in the air
16 of 20.
if you're right-handed and you can throw the ball.
There's
to that guy.
there's a catcher in there that's a pitcher now. You know what I mean? Like that's how it looks.
So the crazy part about it, so these are like Juan Soto stats since he came in. So
Talking to the mic.
yeah. So these are Juan Soto stats when he came in. So 2018, he played 116 games.
Yep.
Durable.
Oh yeah.
22 home runs.
There's a reason they offered him 440.
22 home runs, 70 RBIs, batting average of 292. Next year after that, 34 home runs, 110 RBIs, batting average of 282.
What's his OBP?
His OBP
That's what I care about. How often you get on base?
is
Kind of. Grindall pisses me off. Grindall pisses me off so much, bro.
OBP is a career 427.
Jesus. He gets on base 4 out of every 10 times.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. his OPS is 968.
Jesus.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
the third year was cut.
If somebody don't go get this man the money. Go get it.
The third year was cut short
Jesus.
because
COVID.
COVID.
Yep.
13. So even then, his batting average was 351. 13 home runs, 37 RBIs. The year after that, 29 home runs, 95 RBIs, 313 batting average. And the man's already got 20 home runs, 43 RBIs, and a 250 batting average.
Bro, with the vid, he was still kicking.
Already. And it's at the All-Star break. If they don't trade for him.
And y'all didn't want to try to him a flight?
Yeah.
I would trade for. Yeah, what's with the petty? Washington, I will say this, Joe Washington. Bro. Y'all got to relax on the pettiness of it, bro. Washington, the Nationals basically wouldn't charter Juan Soto a flight after he turned them down for the money. Like, bro, here's the thing. When's the trade deadline? You still a month away?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah, they was talking about it. They don't know if he's gonna be a national.
Well, y'all was smoking the midiest of mid for that, bro.
There's no way.
I would move him. I mean, dog. This is the question, right?
They gonna want KD
would you trade it? And you can't be too attached to these guys. I love Eloy. I love Varney. I love Kopech, right? I think those are guys that absolutely help you get there. And you don't want to go making major change at the deadline, but you have pieces that are enticing that you've struggled to find a way to use them.
Yo, and this
great problems, right? But you can't get Eloy to play DH, and every time he's in the field, he dies.
Well, he don't want to play DH?
No, he wants to be a left fielder.
He's determined to.
He's determined to be a left fielder. It's like, bro, like you're a DH. Like I get your what is he, 23, 24, something like that. I get you're young and you want to be a baseball like full play, but you can't. You run and then you die. Like it's like pop fly and then you run and then you die.
Is it the cold?
No, he just run into stuff.
It's bad.
Or he just like he's trying to make a play, or he's trying to do. You know what it is for me when you try to do it. It's the hustle guy at export. That's what Eloy is to me, right? Like not that he's a bad player,
but he runs into the mats on the break.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Like he'll go for a rebound, and this is coming from the former hustle guy, but I ain't doing it at export. Them walls a little close, but
hot box.
But like the dude did like y'all playing a pickup game, and he's a nice player. You know what I'm saying? But like you can tell he's in a position where he's not comfortable at, and so like you'll go for a layup, and he'll like come from across the court.
Yeah.
And he had nothing on and foul you.
He over pursues. Or the dude that like the ball dribbles one bounce and is about to go out of bounds, but you can clearly just grab it to save it. But he like launches his body like a torpedo and shoots that mug back and
in.
Runs along the mats vertically.
Right. It legit. And runs off the wall like a Power Ranger, gets back in the play and gets the layup. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like that's Eloy.
Wowzers.
But so like I love Eloy, but I just feel like, bro, like if we're gonna be serious about like winning a World Series, and the window's not like crazy massive long. If you think about like Tim Anderson's 27 already.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean like and Luis Robert, you expect Luis Robert to become the player that's going to take it to the next level and keep you there and be all that. But like for me, bro, like you have to find a superstar to be on this team. The only fear that I have is that if we have that guy in the minor leagues, I don't want to Tatis myself. Not gonna lie. I got PT Tatis SD.
What level? He's in double or triple right now?
He's in AAA.
He's in triple?
And he had like a 50-game hit streak.
Oh, nice.
What position?
I gotta find, buddy. Hold on.
This my thing with it, right? I think that the best trade for the Nationals will actually be the Sox. Just because the Sox got a young pit, they got young arms, they got the pieces to give up.
That's what the Nationals need. They need pitching.
And they absolutely need pitching.
They absolutely need
pitching. If I'm not mistaken, I think he just broke the top 100 prospects as well.
How old is he?
Is this dude Oscar Carlos? I think this is him.
I like him. 2 first names.
He's 23 years old right now. Is this him? Stats. Yeah, this got to be him. He's hitting 315. He's at AA though. He's hitting 315. He's got a 372 OBP.
Why not move him up?
A 479 slugging. His OPS is 851. I'm pretty sure this is the dude that had like a 50-game hit streak.
Your AAA is still the Barons, right?
That's gonna probably be next year though.
The AAA is still the Barons, right?
Yeah.
Yes. No, the Barons is AA.
Oh, so he's playing for the Barons now.
He's playing for the Barons now.
Why not move him up to triple?
Double A is the Barons.
Who's AAA?
Triple A.
Why can't I think of who? No, ain't AAA the Barons?
No, double A is the Barons.
Y'all got to be something like the Idaho White Sox.
No, because y'all, no, because the Sox are
because we're the Iowa Cubs.
Knights, Charlotte Knights, right?
I thought the Knights was. Am I tweaking on that? Charlotte Knights. You're right. Charlotte Knights. Yeah.
Charlotte, I'm gonna be the show, man.
Yeah.
Why not move him up to triple then? If he's doing so well,
they'll probably.
They probably will mid-season.
Yeah.
okay.
So-
It's not a bring them up this season kind of thing.
No, but I'm saying,
I don't want to risk a future player.
in Double A. They normally move you up fairly quickly to triple, because that's when that's when they want to see if you have a come to Jesus moment. If they move you up to triple,
I mean, because the thing is, they moved Jeter up to Triple A just so he can get some more reps.
Oh wait, no, is
Double A
it this
season
dude?
ends before
Bro, we got some prospects, bro. We got some prospects, bro.
nice.
We do got Cespedes down there. Yolki Cespedes. I don't know what his name is. But no, he might be up next year as well. I think they think he's going to be up next year as well. Maybe that's Buddy that did it. He's the younger brother of Yoenis Cespedes.
So you have.
But the whole point of this conversation
players to replace who you
there's
wanna trade?
starting players right now that are on this team.
Okay.
There are prospects coming up that are expected to be in the majors next year, if not year after next. Cespedes, they talking about might be coming up this year.
Oh.
So you've got the pieces. You might be giving up on a superstar's future, but you might be getting a superstar's future in Juan Soto.
No.
That's the biggest thing for me.
Bro, this man made the All-MLB team 3 times already.
I would make the move. I would make the deal personally. I would absolutely make
got the NL batting title.
I would absolutely make the deal.
Like, dog, I'm.
It's not even a question in my book.
Cespedes is cooked like, and I understand that.
Who is possibly able to take?
Well, this is the thing, right? You're giving up on future, but he's 23.
Nice.
So who else
He's 23.
So who else is in the running other than what you would say the White Sox?
I mean, I think the Yankees got enough to get him over there, probably. I don't know if they got enough to add to that payroll, but they always pay people. So that's
I'm saying, what's
surprising.
stopping Boston from going?
I can see the Mets.
I can see the Mets making a move on it. I could see Boston would be.
Boston ain't trying to do that because
I don't think they are
paying Devers.
Yeah,
They're not gonna pay Devers.
Yeah, but see, and that's why I don't. Here's the problem, right? And this is why I hate that the conversation became. That's why I don't think the White Sox will do it. I don't think they'll pay him.
I'll pay.
I think they would make the trade for 2 years of control on Soto.
And wouldn't re-up.
And wouldn't re-up. And they would offer him like, I will give you 150 mil over 2
and a life
or over 3
and a lifetime supply of
and you know what I'm saying, Vienna sausage. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe that they would pay him. Like, there's a different argument for me. You can just it irks my soul, but you can see the difference in the two teams now. I can tell Michael Reinsdorf has taken over the Chicago Bulls.
Oh yeah.
Jerry's so involved with the White Sox, it pisses me off. Because you're not going to get these big name players. You're not going to get these big name guys to come here. You're trying to build your team through, which isn't bad, right? Building through continuity and stuff like that. But, bro, you're telling me Manny Machado wouldn't look good on this team right now? Bryce Harper wouldn't look good on this team right now?
Yeah, no,
they don't fix some of your issues.
What is Bryce doing?
They fumbled the bag with that.
Bryce is hurt.
Bryce
got hurt. He got hit in the hand and broke it.
Which is crazy because he was already playing hurt.
Yeah. Like, bro, like there's so many of these players that the Sox have missed out on. I have no faith that we're even in talks. No faith.
I don't know.
It sucks.
But it's just
Machado was kind of a 50-50. It was a coin toss because it wasn't a guarantee he was going to mature. But we've seen he's matured with San Diego because he's carrying.
Well, he got that ring with the Dodgers.
I never worried about Machado maturing. I never worried about
Not his
Machado
game,
maturing.
him as a person. A lot of people worry about his character when he was in the
You know how many bad
trademark.
characters there are in baseball? Can you swing the bat or not? That's really what it like. Let's not rehash this conversation. Like on good people in sports.
They care.
Who was your boy? Who was your boy that he got banned from baseball? Kind of, not really, but he got blackballed. He was on the World Series team.
Our team?
On y'all team.
Catcher.
No,
pitcher.
no.
Closer.
No. He ain't banned from baseball. He pitched for the Yankees right now.
He ran.
You talk about Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He got a ring and ran back to the Yankees.
He what was he, a second baseman?
Oh, Castro.
Not Sterling Castro.
No,
Young dude.
He's playing in Mexico right now.
Yeah.
Russell.
Addison Russell.
Oh,
Addison Russell.
If Addison Russell lived up to the player that y'all thought he was going to be in the playoffs, guess what?
Smoking gun.
that defensive
Smoking
backfield,
gun, bro.
when we had it,
Smoking gun.
Listen,
when we that
smoking gun all you want.
that defense,
He'd have been right in the league right now talking about when I hit the big ball, he go brave high.
He's stupid.
that
man is from California.
That defensive,
Oh, is he? Oh, well, my
He
bad.
speak better English than we do. Bro,
That was racist.
withstanding, that was one of the best infields.
that was the best infield in the game.
That was
The best infield in the game.
1-2 punch.
Hey, listen, couldn't hit a lick.
Couldn't hit
But
Couldn't hit 200 between them.
he was even more streaky than Javi. 2, he couldn't keep his hands off his wife.
That's the other. I know.
Bruh, every time they would try to defend him, I felt bad for the Cubs after a while because they would like try to defend him, and it would be like something new would pop up that he did last night.
Yeah.
Like it was like, bro, you gotta relax. But again, right?
We just talked to you.
Bro, but then again, right? Like if he was the player that he was in the World Series, he would still be in Major League Baseball. So character for me is swinging the bat.
A lot of that's why
Swinging the bat, catching the ball.
What you say very often on the show, where it takes a lot of abnormal things to take place.
He might have done enough. He might have done enough.
Because he played abnormal. A lot of people on the 2016 Cubs team played abnormally well.
Yeah.
Schwarber coming from injury and just pimping in and
Dominating.
like that.
Dominating.
You couldn't get anything past our infield. Like, you even got, like, people talk about Hayward and him getting all that money, but he even played abnormally well.
No.
Hey man, y'all paid a lot of money for that conversation.
No.
Anything coming in the left was getting caught.
That's a fact.
And if it got to him, he was throwing you out.
That is a fact.
We pay money for a speech.
I'll never
I'll take that speech any day of the week,
I'll
son.
never get how he just couldn't hit no more.
Like coming from the Braves and then St.
He
Louis.
was on fire.
It was
He just couldn't hit no more.
man.
He still can't hit.
But that's
I don't know if it maybe I don't know. It's gotta be
Like he never was like. I think he had 1 or 2 years where it was like
physical. I think it's just either.
No, it's they changed it so many times, right? Pete Rose said it. If you've ever seen the Pete Rose clip where he's talking about what you do when you get in a hitting slump, and I think Hayward just did all of the wrong things. Like he talked about what you do when you get in a hitting slump, and he said you never change your swing. Your swing got you to the majors. Step forward, step back, step up, step down, choke up, loosen up.
But change your swing completely.
You never change your swing.
No.
And I think Hayward legitimately, like, I think he changed his swing when he came to the Cubs. He never was great. I think he had one great year, if I'm not mistaken. Well, above average year for
15.
him.
I think 15.
No, before the Cubs, where he was like, when the Cubs paid him, it made perfect sense. I was like, oh man, you're gonna come here and he's gonna, like he's gonna I look up so much basketball or basketball stuff. They was like, you looking up baseball right now, brother?
Are you sure? when your internet browser asks, are you sure? This is where you
That's Cubs. Yeah, like 2012 in Atlanta, he was decent. 2014 in Atlanta, he was decent. But like he was decent enough that it was like he can hit okay, but his defense is so oh my god that if he's just getting on base, we're cool with it, right? Like if he's walking, I don't care. Like he's such an amazing defender. But then like he got here and he like tried to change his swing and like get in on the hit parade that everybody else was in on and it was just like it just keeps getting worse, brother. Like it's not getting better. You should stop doing this.
Honestly, I think it might be a mental thing too. It has to be after you, because I compare that to when Tiger was switching up his
golf swings. Yeah,
to compensate for the physical.
Well, Tiger's was different.
He was doing a lot with his body though.
Yeah, definitely. Because I imagine hips being like
he was doing army training.
A major, to
get ready for his
portion of your golf swing.
That is crazy. They said Tiger just did SEAL training.
Yeah, just bro, and that's how he wound up messing up his back.
Just cause they said he just would show up. Like one day he just showed up and he was like, "I want to train to be a Navy SEAL." Was it a Navy SEAL or was it a Marine? I think it was a Navy SEAL. Because didn't who served? His dad served,
his pop.
His dad, and so like he always wanted to like follow in his dad's footsteps and be in the military, but then he was a great golfer, so he didn't. So then one year he just like decided to become a Navy SEAL. And his back was messed up the whole time.
Yeah, I think
like he went through the whole training with a messed up back. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Look it up online, bro.
Swimming.
There was a documentary of like just I think one of the SEALs that was there just breaking it down with him, or breaking down with Tiger. He was like he went through it, and never complained.
Jesus.
And we were like baffled because it's just Tiger Woods.
Now his son.
He gonna have to save golf. That's what that's what his son got to do.
His son,
he gonna have to save golf. He plays just like him. He plays just like him.
Bro.
I don't know if he gonna be his dad. I think y'all think Tiger done.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He was crying at the last John in the post game.
They gonna ask him to save the PGA because that new league is coming in and snatching everybody up.
He can't.
They ain't got no TV money yet though.
But his body can't. Because
he the last one to cape for. Why would they leave the PGA? I don't know.
He ain't got no TV money though.
That's the man.
Or Liv ain't got no TV money. I don't think. Right?
Not yet.
They ain't got no TV money yet.
But nah,
I thought all them mugs was banned. I definitely seen Phil playing in a tournament the other day. It was like, I thought y'all was banned. What's going on, bro?
They need that bread.
Yeah, they not.
I will say if McElroy leave, then they're finished. But
bro, nobody tuning in on this. I'm not tuning. Unless you're a diehard golf fan, I'm not tuning in for Rory McIlroy.
Packer. Tiger
was such a game changer. I know where I was at when he won his last major.
Oh wow!
I was in New Jersey, sitting in bed. Maya was asleep. I was just watching it, losing my mind. I made a post on the Windy City Breeze about it. It blew up and went like viral on Twitter.
It's one thing I'll say, just in my secular job, I've never seen, like, if you go into a black home, you will, in Chicago, you will see a picture of the Obamas, Harold Washington, and I've never been to any other home where I've just seen an older black couple sitting there watching. They will either watch golf or they will sit there and watch Serena. They will watch the Williams sisters. They were just watching tennis.
Definitely watching Serena.
Like over eggs and eggs, toast, and bacon. Like, okay, cool.
Serena.
We watching them go back. Like
Naomi.
Yes, they will sit there and watch them.
So we also got to tune into the ESPYs. We actually got to get out of here. I got to do Locked On NBA in like 15 minutes. But appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. But we got to tune into the ESPYs because apparently Steph heard what Grant Williams said and replied to it.
Oh, wow.
He said, I might let you wear a ring. hey, we'll get in on that tomorrow on the live show, man, because I feel like that is hot. Also, probably gonna I'm definitely gonna do it. Drop a clip at the end of this of because it is VFoundation Day, so we'll drop a link in the description below, and of course drop the speech at the end that momentous speech that comes on every year. Might throw a couple of them on there. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, man, shout out to Stuart Scott, man. Definitely miss him, man.
Stuart Scott's got one of the best speeches that stuck with me to this day. I miss him,
Scott, man. Definitely. I know ESPN do too, bro. He was special when coming through them doors, man. Yep. Just like, man, looking at them old clips of ESPN back in the day when you just had a cable box, I don't know where from, and you don't know who you got your cable from, but it was just a black box. There was Stuart Scott.
100%. But yeah, man, if you guys can donate, if you have the means to, if you have the opportunity to, I usually do every year as well, to the VFoundation. You know, that's one thing I like to use my platform for, to bring awareness to stuff like that.
Definitely.
Lost so many people to cancer, bro.
Hey,
so many people to cancer. I just lost my auntie last week to cancer. So if you guys can donate, if you have the means, if you have the will, link will be in the description below. Y'all get in tune with that, man. I think that's pretty much it, though, boys. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rock with us for another episode.
Appreciate y'all.
As always, man, it's your boy Pat the Designer, joined by Mr. Two Letters. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better? Nobody, bro. He's Vulcan, not that. And then we got Stefan the Don, and he's fighting the lick lip so much.
Watch this.
He's fighting it. He's fighting. Look at him laughing because he knows it.
It's your fault.
How's it my fault? How's it my fault that you lick your lip?
Is this your doing?
Paid attention to it until he was like, bro, you know you lick your lip.
But you do it every time. You did it every time before I brought it to your attention.
I never paid attention.
We got to get up out of here, man. As always, man, it's your boy Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. We'll see y'all tomorrow on the live show. Peace.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's the lowest I've ever seen Dick Vitale since the owner of the Detroit Pistons called him in and told him he should go into broadcasting. Right? I can't tell you what an honor it is to even be mentioned in the same breath with an Arthur Ashe. This is something I certainly will treasure forever. But as was said on the tape, I don't have one of those things going to cue cards, so I'm going to speak longer than anybody else has spoken tonight. That's the way it goes. Time is very precious to me. I don't know how much I have left, and I have some things that I would like to say. Hopefully, at the end, I'll have something that will be important to other people too. But I can't help it. Now when I'm fighting cancer, everybody knows that. And people ask me all the time about how you go through your life and how's your day. And nothing has changed for me. As Dick said, I'm a very emotional, passionate man. I can't help it. That's being the son of Rocco and Angelina Valvano. That just comes with the territory, right? We hug, we kiss, we love. And when people say to me, how do you get through life or each day, it's the same thing. To me, there are three things we all should do every day. If we do this every day of our life, you're going to have, what a wonderful, number one is laugh. You should laugh every day. Number two is think. You should spend some time in thought. And number three is you should have your emotions moved to tears. Could be happiness or joy. But think about it. If you laugh, you think, and you cry, that's a full day. That's a heck of a day. You do that 7 days a week, you're going to have something special. And so, I can't help. I rode on the plane up today with Mike Krzyzewski, my good friend and a wonderful coach, but people don't realize he's a 10 times better person than he is a coach, and we know he's a great coach. He's meant a lot to me in these last 5 or 6 months of my battle. But when I look at Mike, I think we competed against each other as players. I coached against him for 15 years, and I always have to think about what's important in life is to think, to me, of 3 things: where you started, where you are, and where you're going to be. Those are the 3 things that I try and do every day. And, you know, when I think about getting up and giving a speech, I can't help it. I have to remember the first speech I ever gave. I was coaching at Rutgers University. That was my first job. Oh, that's wonderful. And I was the freshman coach. That's when freshmen played on freshman teams. And I was so fired up about my first job. I see Lou Holtz, Coach Holtz here. What was it like the first job you had, right? The very first time you stood in the locker room to give a pep talk. That's a special place, the locker room, for a coach to give a talk. So my idol as a coach was Vince Lombardi. And I read this book called Commitment to Excellence by Vince Lombardi. And in the book, Lombardi talked about the first time he spoke before his Green Bay Packer team in the locker room. They were perennial losers. And I'm reading this, and Lombardi said he was thinking, should it be a long talk, a short talk? But he wanted to be emotional. He said, be brief. And this is what he did. Normally you get in the locker room, I don't know, 25 minutes, a half hour before the team takes the field. You do your little X and O's, and then you give the great Newt Rockety talk. We all do. Speech number 84. You pull them right out. You get ready. Get your squad ready. Well, this is the first one I ever gave. And I read this thing, Lombardi, what he said was he didn't go in. He waited. His team was wondering, where is he? Where is this great coach? He's not there. 10 minutes. He's still not there. 3 minutes before they have to take the field, Lombardi comes in, bangs the door open, and I think you all remember what great presence he had. Right? Great presence. And he walked in, and he just walked back and forth like this, just staring at the players. And he said, all eyes on me. And I'm reading this in this book, and I'm getting a picture of this Lombardi before his first game. And he said, gentlemen, we will be successful this year. You can focus on 3 things and 3 things only: your family, your religion, and the Green Bay Packers. And he like that. And the rest of it, they knocked the walls down. The rest was history. I said, that's beautiful. I'm going to do that. Your family, your religion, and Rutgers basketball. That's it. I had it. Listen, I'm 21 years old. The kids I'm coaching are 19. All right? And I'm going to be the greatest coach in the world, the next Lombardi. And I'm ready. And I'm practicing out right beside the locker room. The manager's telling me, you got to go in. Not yet. Family, religion, Rutgers basketball. All eyes on me. I got it. And now finally he said, 3 minutes. I said, fine. True story. I go to knock the doors open, just like Lombardi. Boom! It didn't open. I almost broke my arm. I was like, it was one that didn't open. Now I'm down. The players are looking. Coach, help the coach up. Help him up. And now I did like Lombardi. I walked back and forth, right? And I was going like that with my arm, get the feeling back in it. And finally I said, gentlemen, all eyes on me. And these kids wanted to play. They're 19. Let's go. I said, gentlemen, we'll be successful this year if you can focus on 3 things and 3 things only. They said, yeah. Said, your family, your religion, and the Green Bay Packers, I told them. I did that. I remember that. I remember where I came from. It's so important to know where you are. And I know where I am right now. How do you go from where you are to where you want to be? And I think you have to have an enthusiasm for life. You have to have a dream, a goal, and you have to be willing to work for it. I talked about my family. My family is so important. People think I have courage. The courage of my family is my wife, Pam, my 3 daughters here, Nicole, Jamie, Leanne, my mom, who is right here too. And that screen is flashing up there 30 seconds like I care about that screen right now, huh? I got tumors all over my body. I'm worried about some guy in the back going 30 seconds, huh? You got a lot. Hey, phenomenal, buddy. You got a lot. Right there. I just got one last thing. I urge all of you, to enjoy your life, the precious moments you have, to spend each day with some laughter and some thought, to get your emotions going, to be enthusiastic every day. And Ralph Waldo Emerson said, nothing great can be accomplished without enthusiasm, to keep your dreams alive in spite of problems, whatever you have, to be able to work hard for your dreams to come true, become a reality. Now I look at where I am now, and I know what I want to do. What I would like to be able to do is to spend whatever time I have left and to give and maybe some hope to others. All right, Arthur Ashe Foundation is a wonderful thing. And AIDS, the amount of money pouring in for AIDS is not enough, but it is significant. But if I told you it's 10 times the amount that comes in for cancer research, I also tell you that 500,000 people will die this year of cancer. And I also tell you that 1 in every 4 will be afflicted with this disease. And yet, for somehow, we seem to have put it in a little bit of the background. I want to bring it back on the front table. We need your help. I need your help. We need money for research. It may not save my life. It may save my children's lives. It may save someone you love. And it's very important. And ESPN has been so kind to support me in this endeavor and allow me to announce tonight that with ESPN's support, which means what? Their money and their dollars, that they're helping me, we are starting the Jimmy V Foundation for Cancer Research. And its motto is, don't give up, don't ever give up. And that's what I'm going to try to do. Every minute that I have left, I will thank God for the day and the moment I have. And if you see me, smile and maybe give me a hug, because that's important to me too. But try, if you can, to support, whether it's AIDS or the Cancer Foundation, so that someone else might survive, might prosper, and might actually be cured of this dreaded disease. I can't thank ESPN enough for allowing this to happen, and I'm going to work as hard as I can, for cancer research, and hopefully maybe we'll have some cures and some breakthroughs. And I'd like to think I'm going to fight my brains out to be back here again next year for the Arthur Ashe recipient. I want to give it next year. I know I've got to go. I've got to go, and I've got one last thing. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Cancer can take away all my physical abilities. It cannot touch my mind, it cannot touch my heart, and it cannot touch my soul. And those 3 things are going to carry on forever. I thank you, and God bless you all.